Place in college baseball.
First pitch, he drives down the line in right field. Stay fair, and it is back-to-back jacks. 2-2 pitch, called strike three on the outer black. Drive home safely. Tigers win. They walk it off in the bottom of the ninth inning.
LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball is on the air. Play ball. This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the road to Omaha in the NCAA Baton Rouge Regional from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Called strike three, struck him out.
Brought to you by Cox, the official communications provider of LSU Athletics. McDonald's, official sponsor of the LSU Tigers. Our Lady of the Lake, official healthcare provider of LSU Athletics. Albertsons, the official grocery partner of LSU Athletics. Hancock Whitney, the official bank of the LSU Tigers. People's Health, the official health plan of LSU Athletics. And by Coca-Cola, official beverage partner of the LSU Tigers. The Powerhouse.
3-1 to Bear. Launched in the air to right field. Giving it a look. Ty Evans will just watch it go.
Follow the Fighting Tigers. Every exciting pitch on the road to Omaha from the LSU Sports Radio Network. Welcome in to the Hub International On Deck Show, leading you up to first pitch of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball with scores, the pitching matchups, starting lineups, and a visit with the top Tiger, head coach Jay Johnson. Here come the Tigers. Now, with the call of the game, here are Tiger National Champions Buzzy Heidel, Doug Thompson, and the voice of your Fighting Tigers, Chris Blair.
One of the most exciting times of the year here in Louisiana, postseason college baseball. And the action begins tonight in the Baton Rouge Regional, featuring the 4th seed Arkansas Little Rock Trojans, winners of the Ohio Valley Conference Tournament, taking on the top seed and 6th national seed, your Fighting Tigers of LSU. Hello, everybody. This is Chris Blair, along with Tiger champions Buzzy Heidel, Doug Thompson, along with our straw stirring the drink, Adam Gattuso, back in the Capital One studios, welcoming you in to Skip Bertman Field inside Alec Box Stadium here on the campus of LSU in Baton Rouge for tonight's play-by-play story. Originally scheduled for a 2 o'clock first pitch. Of course, the weather here in South Louisiana, they decided to delay it, move it back, and now we have a 7:35 first pitch for the opening game of the regional action. After finishing the regular season 42-13, 19-11 in the SEC, and 1-1 last week in the SEC tournament, Jay Johnson and his Fighting Tigers set their sights on returning to Schwab Field and the College World Series. The first step coming up tonight against a real Cinderella story in Arkansas Little Rock. The Trojans, who struggled throughout the regular season, going 24-32 on the year, and just 8 wins to 16 losses in the Ohio Valley. However, they say save your best baseball for this time of the year, and Coach Chris Curry put together a 5-game win streak in Marion, Illinois during the conference tournament to punch their ticket into a regional. The Tigers and the Trojans meet for the first time since 2005, way back in the old box where LSU swept, winning all 3 games. The Tigers will tonight look to starter Anthony Ianson, the junior right-hander, will get the regional started for LSU. Coming in, making his 15th start of the season, 16th appearance overall, with a 2.77 ERA. Ianson 9-2 on the year. The Trojans will counter with a senior right-hander in Jackson Wells, a 5.24 ERA. He's 3-6 on the year, also making his 16th start of 2025. So find your favorite chair, grab your favorite beverage. The road to Omaha begins tonight. Postseason baseball at the box, as it should be. It's Arkansas-Little Rock. It's LSU, and it's coming up next on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Baton Rouge isn't just the capital of Louisiana, it's the capital of college baseball. The fans, the players, the entire atmosphere. When it comes to baseball season, there's no better place than Baton Rouge. And the fun extends beyond the box, with plenty to do off campus. Explore some of Baton Rouge's best fights, visit our incredible museums, and enjoy the sweet sounds of swamp blues. Born right here in Louisiana's capital city. Check out visitbatonrouge.com for more things to do on your next trip.
Hey, Tiger fans 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit lsumkc.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
Winning isn't everything. Wait, excuse me, read that wrong. Winning is everything. Hancock Whitney Bank is supporting today's action because we love to see people win. And we're supporting you with knowledge and support because we want to see you win too. Your business, your goals, your hopes, and your dreams. The right bank makes all the difference. How can we help you win? Visit HancockWhitney.com to find out. Hancock Whitney Bank, member FDIC.
Back with more on the Hub International On Deck Show. Time now to talk with Tigers. Presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
We're back here at Alex Box Stadium, Skip Bertman Field. It's the NCAA Baton Rouge Regional, LSU versus Little Rock. Time for Talking with Tigers. We're joined now by LSU assistant coach and recruiting coordinator, Coach Josh Jordan. And Coach, what a great time of the year. This is a reward for what has been a great regular season. Now the Tigers have a chance to play in the NCAA tournament. I know you guys are extremely excited about this opportunity.
No, extremely excited. It's great for us as players and coaches to have an opportunity to have, playoff baseball in Alex Box Stadium, and it's exciting for our fans. I remember when I first came here, when Coach Bertman told me one time, he goes, the state of Louisiana is in a better place when LSU is in the playoffs and in the NCAA tournament, and you can feel the energy, you can see the excitement from our fans all week long on social media and so forth, and just really excited for our fans.
Absolutely, and of course, we're starting a little bit later than we anticipated. We have a 5 o'clock start. We're supposed to start 3 hours earlier, but this is something you guys have become accustomed to. How do you stay sharp? How do you stay fresh when you know you have a bit of a delay?
Well, you just stay in the moment and control the things you can control. Like you said, we've experienced this a lot this season for whatever reason. The weather is totally out of everyone's control. We'll be ready to play when they say play ball. And I think, again, our team has got some experience doing it. And, again, I think the energy, regardless of when we throw the first pitch, I think the energy in Alex Box Stadium with our fans and as eager as our guys are to play, we'll be ready.
Just your thoughts on this Little Rock club. Obviously, playing at a high level, won their conference tournament championship. They're getting healthier than they were earlier in the year. Should be a big challenge.
For sure. I said it, I think earlier this week, that when you get to this point in the season and everyone in this tournament has earned the right to be here. And so we know we're going to get their best punch. You're right. They're getting a little healthier, playing better as of late, and obviously went out and won their tournament and did a good job in that. And, they're throwing a guy on the mound that's got some stuff, and we'll have to have a good approach at the plate. And again, if we continue to play good defense and pitch like we have, I think we'll be in a good place.
And your thoughts today on your battery? Anthony Einson on the mound, Luis Hernandez behind the plate. Those two guys, of course, have excelled all year. Yeah, both those guys. I mean, again, the job that Anthony Einson has done in a lot of different scenarios on Saturday in the SEC is remarkable. And I love Anthony in terms of nothing phases him. He's got a little bit of a killer instinct about him, and he's going to give us a great start. I know that. And Luis, what a job he's done back there with our pitching staff. I mean, and the job he's also done of bringing a guy like Cade Aaron-Beatty along. He deserves a lot of credit for the development of Cade Aaron-Beatty, and I'm really proud that both of them get a chance in this game one here of the NCAA tournament. All right, Coach, we appreciate it. Good luck.
Thanks very much, Bill.
Coach Josh Jordan with us. Tigers getting set to face Little Rock. We've got a lot more after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
LSU Tiger fans are gearing up with real Tigers apparel and merchandise from the official online store at lsushop.net. Get jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, official team merchandise from Nike, accessories, and much more. Over 3,600 products, all shipped right to your door. Head to the place real Tiger fans go for the selection only real Tiger fans get at lsushop.net. Score big with MMR. Join the team at the largest privately owned open shop electrical and instrumentation contractor in the nation, headquartered right here in Baton Rouge. MMR is committed to positioning each team member for success. Whether you're a student seeking an internship, just starting your career, or already a seasoned professional, MMR offers a variety of positions just for you. Get in the game at MMR, where your future is bright. Kick off your career at mmrgrp.com/careers. MMR, a proud partner of LSU Athletics.
Walk-Ons is always a win. Whether it's for a post-game celebration, drinks with the crew, or an easy weeknight dinner, we got it covered. Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers and cocktails. Dig into our mouth-watering menu items like po' boys, gumbo, and voodoo shrimp. Plus, fan favorites like juicy burgers and fresh salads. Find your nearest location or order online or in the app. Walk-On Sports Bistro for the win.
We continue leading you up to first pitch of LSU Fighting Tiger baseball. Time for a Road to Omaha bracket check with the latest scores around the tournament. Presented by Republic Finance on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Indeed, we've got postseason baseball coming up in just a bit. First pitch scheduled for around 7:35 in the opening game of the Baton Rouge Regional. It's featuring the number 1 seed Fighting Tigers of LSU and the 4 seed Trojans of Arkansas Little Rock. A reminder, fans, here in the postseason, you can catch all of the action of LSU baseball with the LSU Sports mobile app. All LSU Sports Radio Network broadcasts stream for free. You can download the app for free on iOS or Android. It's the LSU Sports mobile app presented by BASF. We create chemistry. As you might imagine, with a delay here at the box in the Baton Rouge Regional, a ton of action underway, several games already in the books, and to give us a rundown on the road to Omaha, pleasure to have in the booth with us Tiger champion Buzzy Heidel. Buzzy?
Thank you, Chris. Yeah, 13 SEC teams have made postseason play. Almost half those games have been final today. That's 6 teams have gone final. A couple upsets already. East Carolina with the win over Florida 11-6 in the Conway Regional. Another SEC team's going down. Kentucky. West Virginia beats Kentucky 4-3 in the Clemson Regional. Remember, that Clemson Regional is paired up with the Baton Rouge Regional. The winner of that will face each other in the Super. A couple other finals. Texas with the win over Houston Christian 7-1. Miami beats Alabama. That's another semi-upset there, 5-3 in the Hattiesburg Regional. Arkansas with the win over North Dakota State, 6-2. Georgia with the big win over Binghamton, 20-4 in the Athens Regional. A couple games underway at the moment. Upset alert in Nashville as Wright State is leading Vanderbilt 3-2 in the bottom of the 8th. Bottom of the 3rd in Knoxville, Tennessee and Miami knotted up at 1 apiece. So a lot of action going on at the moment. Couple games slated to start here within the hour. Ole Miss will take on Murray State in the Oxford Regional. Auburn will take on Central Connecticut in their regional. Oklahoma and Nebraska do battle in the Chapel Hill Regional. And Mississippi State will take on the 19th ranked Northeastern team in the Tallahassee Regional. Of course, this game about to start here, Little Rock, LSU. So been a delay, but ready to go, Chris, and a lot of good action across the league here in the first game of all regionals.
As I said from the start, one of the most exciting times of the year, and that's the start of postseason college baseball. And we'll get some of that here in Baton Rouge coming up in just a little bit as we get you ready for first pitch between the Tigers and the Trojans of Little Rock. LSU Athletics once again would like to thank its Team LSU corporate partners, Cox, McDonald's, Our Lady of the Lake, Albertsons, Louisiana Blue, Coca-Cola, and Hancock Whitney. Coming up, we'll take a look at the starting pitchers. Tiger champ Doug Thompson will break that down for us as we continue on the Hub International On Deck Show. Postseason baseball coming your way right here on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
As a full-service industrial contractor, Bartlett Group specializes in maintenance, turnarounds, and capital mechanical projects, refractory, soft crafts, fabrication, and more. Just a few of the companies that Bartlett represents include Excel Scaffold, DECS, Deltec Manufacturing, GMTS, and Precision Refractory. Bartlett boasts the best talent retention record with highly trained and seasoned professionals. Our mission? To deliver first-class service with the best scaffold system and experts. At Bartlett, our strength is our people, driving our growth and success. Choose Bartlett Group, where exceptional is standard.
Hello, this is Jan at Toyota.
Hi, Jan. Is now a good time to get a new Toyota?
It is. We like to say your summer starts here at your Toyota dealer. Now through June 2nd, we have a great selection of Camrys, Corollas, Tundras, and more.
Right, your summer starts here. I'm a pet sitter, and business is way up as people enjoy their new Toyotas. Stop, Sebastian. Goldie is not dinner. Right, your summer starts here.
Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details.
Toyota, let's go places.
In Louisiana, we love our LSU Tigers. When the band strikes up those 4 iconic notes, the fans go wild. At Louisiana Blue, we're Tiger fans too. That's why we've teamed up with LSU Athletics to bring you the compassion of the cross and security of the shield, so you're free to wear your stripes and roar. Live Louisiana. We've got you. Louisiana Blue, Louisiana True.
Proud partner of LSU Athletics.
Here's a look at the game's pitching matchups as the Hub International On Deck show continues on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Back here at the box, getting you ready for first pitch of the first game of the Baton Rouge Regional. LSU, the number 1 seed, taking on Arkansas Little Rock, the number 4 seed. As we continue, a reminder, Capital One offering checking and savings accounts. No fees or minimums. Capital One, what's in your wallet? Time now to take a look at the starting pitchers for both the Trojans and the Tigers. And to break that down once again, here in the booth, Tiger champion Doug Thompson. Doug?
Thanks, partner. A couple right-handers on the mound in this evening's game for Arkansas Little Rock. It's going to be the right-hander, 5'11", 200 pounds. Jackson Wells, his fastball is going to be 90 to 94 miles an hour. He'll throw a slider, split finger, and cutter into the mix. Slider is going to be in the lower 80s. The split finger will be in the mid 80s, right there with the cutter in the low to mid 80s, 82 to 86. He'll throw his fastball about 60% of the time to both sides of the plate. The lefties will see the split finger more often, about 30% of the time, and right-handers will see the cutter about 20% of the time. He's had a pretty impressive career at Little Rock. He started all 45 appearances of his career. This will be the 46th start. He is 15-13 over his career with a 4 ERA. This year he's worked 79 innings, allowed 84 hits, 53 runs. 46 of those have been earned. He has 32 walks and 90 strikeouts. So the Tigers will look to jump out early against Jackson Wells, who again is a senior and very experienced. The Tigers, of course, will counter with their own right-hander, one of the best in the country. Anthony Ianson has been unbelievable this year in the transfer portal. He might be one of the transfers of the year when it's all said and done. He enters with a 2.77 ERA. He is 9-2 in his 14 starts. 84 1/3 innings of work for Ianson this year. 66 hits, 29 run, 26 earned. He has 31 walks and 125 strikeouts. Opponents hitting 212 against Ianson. In his last 6 appearances, which would include 5 starts, Chris, Ianson has worked 36 2/3 innings. He's allowed 25 hits, 6 runs. He has 64 strikeouts over those 36 innings and only 15 walks. Stay the course is the key to success for Anthony Ianson, and challenge every hitter in this lineup, which, of course, only features 2 hitters hitting over 300, and the team as a whole is hitting 270.
All right, again on the bump tonight for the Trojans, it'll be senior right-hander Jackson Wells, and for the Tigers junior right-hander Anthony Ianson. We'll continue with more on the Hub International On Deck show. Up next, we visit with Tiger head coach Jay Johnson. And fans, if you're planning an event this summer, Grayson Events and Entertainment, well, they've got you covered. They have everything to make your next event unforgettable. Just call them at 225-436-6520. You won't be disappointed. We'll talk to the Tiger skipper when we come back right after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, Tiger fans! No game day is complete without Noel Spirits from Noel Family Distillery. Founded by a father-daughter duo, Noel Family Distillery is the only Louisiana distillery offering authentic tequila. Their additive-free tequila captures the spirit of Louisiana, creating a spirits experience worthy of the Tigers and their loyal fans across the country. Noel Tequila is proud to be the official tequila of LSU Athletics. Enjoy Noel Tequila at the box or grab a bottle of your own at many fine retailers. Learn the unique Noel Distillery story at noeldistillery.com.
Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Check out Albertsons for you on our mobile app or at albertsons.com, where you can shop online and save over $300 weekly with digital coupons. Earn reward points every time you shop in-store or online and redeem your points for free groceries. Download the Albertsons app or go to albertsons.com to start saving. Albertsons, fresh foods, local flavors.
People's Health has a new Medicare plan designed for people with diabetes, chronic heart failure, or cardiovascular disorders. It features a monthly over-the-counter allowance, lower costs for a number of prescriptions, and lower specialist copays than non-special needs plans from People's Health. To learn more about a chronic special needs plan, call 1-844-663-2133. Plans are insured through United Healthcare Insurance Company or one of its affiliated companies, a Medicare Advantage organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in the plan depends on the plan's contract renewal with Medicare.
It's go time. The most sought-after pregame ticket in Baton Rouge can be yours with Revelry, the gold standard of full-service tailgating. Grab your lucky jersey and hat. We'll handle all the rest. Let our winning team take care of your team. Stand right up and roar for more. Tigers that snooze, lose. So reserve your turnkey space for football season while they last. Revelry, the official tailgate partner of LSU Athletics. Visit revelryteam.com today. It's go time.
Before the Fighting Tigers take to the field, time to visit with the top Tiger, LSU skipper Jay Johnson. Presented by Hancock Whitney, the official bank and credit card of LSU Athletics. On the Hub International On Deck Show from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Coach, here we are, the 56-game playoff now behind us. The real playoff begins, starting with NCAA Baton Rouge regional play. First off, congratulations to you and your team. As you said to the media yesterday, can't take for granted getting to play in this tournament.
No, it's a great accomplishment for our team, great accomplishment to be here at home as a national seed. I'm proud of them for that and excited to play our best baseball here the next couple weeks.
Again, coming off a 1-1 performance in Hoover, kind of what was the mission this week leading up, especially after you found out on Monday morning who and when you would be playing?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite weeks of the year. We got them rested on Sunday, and a lot of the mainstay position players, we also gave them Monday off. We celebrated the season with a selection show, and then as coaching staff go right to work. 3 teams to prepare for, have to be ready for everything. Obviously, the predominant focus is Little Rock, game 1. And then we got back on the field. It was good to be home, having played the last 2 weekends on the road. And thought we had a productive week. You could feel the energy build as we got closer. Yesterday was a great workout and ready to go now.
Again, a lot of talk coming out of Hoover and the lack of offensive performance. I got to believe you believe that when you look over the body of work, okay, not every weekend are you going to have your best outing, but the peaks are way better than the valleys.
Yeah, I think this team's is different, and it's way to win. I think about a lot the last couple of years. We've hit a lot of home runs. That's not necessarily the style of play. We have one of the best pitching staffs in the country. Some of the games have been low scoring, and this team's been exceptional winning close games. When we do put it all together, offense, defense, running the bases smart and aggressive with the great pitching, we're hard to beat, and we want to be the best version of us that's really hard to beat in this NCAA tournament.
Little Rock coming in, I know they struggled in the regular season, but I've heard you say it a ton of times, you want to be playing your best baseball right now, and winning 5 games in a conference tournament is not easy.
No question about it. They played exceptionally well last week. They have a few good pitchers, veteran lineup, and put together 5 really good games last week, and so we're going to need to play well to win today.
Lastly, you go with Anthony Ianson getting the start in regional play, the decision behind that.
Really trying to set ourselves up to win the tournament with what we thought was best. He's a very well-conditioned guy, and if you needed to use him twice, potentially if the thing wrapped around a Monday, I think he's the best candidate for that. This is a hot offense. They jump on mistakes very well, and his pitch mix allows him to be tough to deal with and tough to plan for. So I think that helps us in this game, and obviously having Cade sitting there for the next one most likely, you feel good about that, and the way those guys threw the ball in Hoover behind them, we got a lot to look forward to from the mound this weekend.
Coach, I know you know it is one of the most exciting times here in South Louisiana, and that's the Tigers in postseason baseball. Best of luck today and throughout the weekend. Go get them.
Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it.
Head Coach Jay Johnson, everybody. We'll take a timeout, return, get the starting lineups, and we'll start this regional. Little Rock and your Tigers coming up on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tiger fans, this is Eddie Kennison, former LSU football wide receiver. If you know me, you know I'm all about making big plays.
Tigers win! Tigers win!
That's why I joined the team at LSU Sports Properties. Our goal here is to help businesses make big plays both on and off the field. If you want to give your brand that competitive edge and be a part of the biggest stage in college sports, give the corporate sponsorship team at LSU Athletics a call. Your brand, our fans. Utilize the power of LSU Athletics to promote your business and sponsor LSU Athletics today. Call 225-578-2788. Go Tigers.
Hey, Tiger fans, 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club. Presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit lsumkc.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
Join the school with a winning track record in education. With LSU Online and Continuing Education, choose from over 150 degrees, certificates, and courses designed to match your specific goals. Earn the same on-campus degree from anywhere, with flexible learning options tailored to your needs. You'll call the plays. Start your journey to success today at online.lsu.edu.
Wrapping up the Hub International On Deck Show. We are just moments away from first pitch. Time now for the game's starting lineups. Presented by Cintas. Build a better workday when you partner with Cintas. Visit Cintas.com.
Singing of the national anthem prior to first pitch tonight here in Game 1 of the Baton Rouge Regional, featuring your Tigers of LSU and the Arkansas Little Rock Trojans. Let's take a look at those starting lineups. First for Little Rock, again, they come into regional play 24-32 after winning 5 straight games in the OVC Conference Tournament to make their way to regional play. Alex Seguin will lead it off. He's a shortstop, a senior, batting .255. Zach Henry will follow him, batting second. The center fielder, another senior, with a .276 average. Ryan, Goki. Yeah, that's Ryan Goki. The DH will bat in the third spot, a junior, batting .301. Ty Rhodes will bat cleanup for the Trojans. He'll be at third base, a junior, batting .296. Cade Martin will be behind the plate catching. He'll bat fifth. Cooper Chaplin will be the second baseman. He's batting sixth in the order, a junior with a .321 average. Angel Cano will be at first base, batting seventh. Cade Goki again will be in right field batting 8th, and Reed Wilbanks will be in left field. He'll round out the order for Coach Curry. And again, the starting pitcher for the Trojans, senior right-hander Jackson Wells. Now for your Fighting Tigers of LSU. They finished the regular season in conference play at 19-11. They're 43-14 overall. Derek Curiel, the freshman, will lead it off, a .336 average. He'll play in left field. Jared Jones at first base will bat second in the order, a junior hitting .333, leading the Tigers with 19 home runs and 66 runs batted in. Daniel Dickinson will bat third and play second base. Jake Brown with the start in right field will bat cleanup for the Tigers, a .319 average for the sophomore Jake Brown. Ethan Pry, once again the DH, will bat fifth, the junior batting .358. Stephen Milam will bat sixth in the order, the shortstop, a sophomore, with a .277 average. Luis Hernandez behind the plate catching will bat in the 7 hole. He's a senior batting .248. Michael Braswell III, the senior, will play third base and bat 8th, and Chris Stanfield will round out the order for the Tigers in center field. He'll bat 9th, the junior hitting .314. Again, junior right-hander Anthony Ianson will start us off on the mound for LSU. Coaches and umpiring crew meeting at home plate, exchanging lineups and going over the ground rules. We gave you starting lineups. That means first pitch in Game 1 of the Baton Rouge Regional just around the corner. Stay with us. Doug and Buzzy rejoin me, and we get it started here from the box on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
When it's miserable outside, you will be comfortable inside with an energy-efficient Trane air conditioning cooling system found at TraneSouth.com. Trane's a proud partner of LSU Athletics. Trust Trane to lower your utility bills and save you money. It's hard to stop a Trane, but it's easy to afford one. At TraneSouth.com, find rebates, tax credits, special financing, and a reliable Trane dealer, subject to credit approval. Visit TraneSouth.com for details.
In Louisiana, we love our LSU Tigers. When the band strikes up those 4 iconic notes, the fans go wild. At Louisiana Blue, we're Tiger fans too. That's why we've teamed up with LSU Athletics to bring you the compassion of the cross and security of the shield, so you're free to wear your stripes and roar. Live Louisiana. We've got you. Louisiana Blue, Louisiana True.
Proud partner of LSU Athletics.
Louisiana game night just got interesting. Play Monopoly Scratch-Off from the lottery. Win up to $15,000. Choose your words carefully. Play Scrabble Scratch-Off. Top prize $50,000.
The game is afoot. It's a classic case of mystery and deception.
Uncover the mysteries of the new Clue Scratch-Off. Top prize is a whopping $100,000. All 3 games are available with Fast Play. Must be at least 21 to purchase. Clue, Monopoly, and Scrabble are trademarks of Hasbro.
17 SEC championships.
His team, a strike and an out away from a natty.
26 NCAA regional titles.
2 outs, runner at first. The 0-2 pitch.
19 trips to Omaha in the College World Series.
Swing and a miss! And all is right in the world. Tigers win! Tigers win!
7 national titles.
The national championship is headed back to Baton Rouge.
The Powerhouse. This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball. On the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Good Friday evening, Tiger fans, and welcome. Skip Bertman Field inside Alex Box Stadium. NCAA regional play finally getting underway here after several delays. Originally scheduled for a 2 o'clock first pitch. Chance of bad weather forced us to move it back, and here we are at 7:35 or thereabouts, getting ready for some baseball. LSU taking to the field. Arkansas Little Rock getting ready in the dugout as Anthony Ianson will take his final warm-up tosses. A reminder, have the right equipment to take on any job linked to the land. Visit Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, at sunequip.com. Again, great to have with us former Tiger champions who know a little bit about regional, super regional, and College World Series play. It's my pleasure to introduce Doug Thompson, Buzzy Heidel here with us in the booth. And guys, here we are. Jay Johnson talks about it all the time, 56-game playoff during the regular season. But as I mentioned to him earlier this afternoon, Now this is all about postseason and regional play, and as it should be, we're watching some baseball here in Baton Rouge.
Well, from a player's standpoint, too, Doug knows this. You got no school. School's out the way it is. Baseball only. It is one step closer to Omaha. This is as good as it gets from a college athletic standpoint. And those guys in the purple gold, I can tell you, they're excited to play. It's been a while. And I think the fans are very excited that this thing's getting underway.
Yeah, I mean, your whole life as a player, you play in high school, then you get to college like LSU. And when this time of year happens, you almost feel like a big leaguer. Like all your job is to get to the field in time, to be ready to play. All you're thinking about is baseball. And when even though, some of us may have gone harder in the classroom than others, regardless of how much success you had in the classroom, that stress was off your shoulders. Being in that classroom, getting that paper in at the final. So it's always the best time of year. And Chris, you said it best, brother. Nothing like baseball here at the box, and it's just this is just the way it should be when the postseason kicks off.
Well, we'll give you your game day weather report brought to you by AccuTemp. Chance of power outages never. If you get a whole home generator from AccuTemp, keep the power in your hands. Currently 79 degrees, mostly cloudy skies, but looking at the radar, looking at the forecast, we're going to be dry and get this baseball in tonight here at Alec Box Stadium. We're ready to go. Leading things off again will be Alex Seguin, the shortstop, a senior for the Trojans, batting .255 on the year. He steps in from the right side of the plate to take on Anthony Ianson, who steps up on the bump, and we are just about set to go. Ianson winds and fires, and the first pitch fouled back into the LED screen, and we are underway. Time of first pitch, 7:36 Central Time, and Ianson with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball gets out to an 0-1 count.
Yes, Seguin, one of multiple upperclassmen, 3 seniors and 5 juniors in this starting lineup.
Nasty curveball in for a strike from Ianson, and he's quickly ahead 0-2.
Buzz, I don't know about you, but since Stony Brook and Coastal Carolina, that's one of the things I always check. What a pitch there.
Swing and a miss on a breaking ball from Ianson. Got away from Hernandez. He'll throw down to first for good measure. And there's one away here in the top of the first inning. I mentioned a while ago, gentlemen, that Arkansas-Little Rock isn't going to wow you with what they did in the regular season. They're not going to wow you with what they did in the OVC, finishing just 8-16. But as Jay Johnson told us earlier, you go to a conference tournament and you find a way to win 5 games in a row, you're probably playing your best baseball.
Well, there's 2 teams in the playoffs, ones that have earned it all year and others who are hot right now. And either way, both teams are going to be formidable opponents. And like I've been telling people all week, Jay Johnson is preparing for this team just as much as he will the national championship game.
Zach Henry stands in. The left-hander swings at the first offering, a fastball at 95, and fouls it to the third base dugout into the screen. And again, Anthony Ianson off to a great start early on here, working ahead of hitters. It's 0-1.
Working quick, too.
Ready to go, the 0-1 delivery. Down the middle, at the belt, another fastball, and it's 0-2.
Well, you make a good point, Doug, about the veterans in the lineup. We know about Jackson Wells, who's going to be the starter, who's got, 45 starts in his career. You're a big proponent of that. Guys that have been around the program a while. When you've got seniors on that team, they make it very difficult, and they're very competitive from that standpoint.
The 0-2 delivery, a fastball missed outside. Henry not willing to chase, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, there's 2 things. One is the reps. Like getting reps in games are the most valuable type of practice there is. Here's the kick and the pitch.
1-2 is fouled off third base side, and it's still 1 ball, 2 strikes.
But the other thing, Buzzy, especially with a lot of these smaller schools, right? These seniors and redshirt juniors and redshirt seniors, in a lot of cases, this is it. This is the last baseball ever for them. So. For a guy like Jackson Wells tonight, that's not the best guy you want to face in the postseason.
Here's the 1-2 delivery to Henry. Misses high and outside off speed. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Our defense for the Tigers, Braswell at third, Milam at short, Dickinson at second, Jared Jones manning the first base bag. Curiel, Stanfield, and Brown left to right in the outfield. Luis Hernandez completes the battery with Anthony Ianson. The 2-2 to Henry. Breaking ball popped out of the mid of Hernandez, and a check swing, but holding back is Henry, and that'll fill the count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So Henry trying to battle, put a good at-bat together here after falling behind early, Buzzy. 0-2.
Well, and look, Arkansas Little Rock, they've got a bunch of guys in that lineup that'll swipe back. So, I mean, keeping them off base is going to be a key for LSU. As Henry at the plate now is 9 of 10 on the year. So they get on base, they like to run, they'll manufacture. And again, if they don't get there, they have no way of using their ability of stealing bases.
There's ball 4. Pitch off speed, missed outside, so Henry will get aboard. Giants now will work from the stretch with 1 out, a runner on here in the top of the first inning. Taking a look at tonight's recipe for success, brought to you by BRQ Seafood and Barbecue, official catering service of LSU Athletics. You ask Coach Jay Johnson, he says Anthony Ianson just has to go out there and be Anthony Ianson. But I think to your point, they wanted to keep the traffic to a minimum for Arkansas Little Rock. They'll certainly have a lot of adrenaline flowing. They get aboard, they get a little aggressive, and again, they can cause some trouble. So now with the runner aboard, Ianson will come set. He'll face Ryan Geck, a right-hander. And the first pitch rises high for ball 1.
Yeah, 55 of 61 in the stolen base category. I mean, that tells you 2 things. 1, they're not scared to do it. 2, they're pretty good at picking when to go.
Absolutely.
So holding runners will be key here for Ianson.
Henry with a short lead off of first at the moment. Now he'll extend it a little bit. 1-0 the count to Ryan Geck. And a swing and a miss. Comes back with a hammer fastball at 95, and it evens a count 1-1.
And Henry's actually 9 of 10 in the stolen base department this year, so certainly not scared.
Again, he starts out with a small lead and then just extends it step by step. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball towards third, but it's foul as Braswell gets to it on the bounce. That'll send Henry back to first and bring Geck back to the plate. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Well, you mentioned it, Chris. The start of the postseason is like the start of a new season, and it's no secret LSU struggles over the last couple of weeks offensively. So I think it is important for Ianson to get off to a hot start and keep runs off the board for LSU, because you hope that the offensive struggles don't continue into the postseason, this regional. But again, you don't know. Baseball's a funny game, and so a good 0 here in the first inning would be big for LSU. Keep that momentum going.
1 out, runner at first. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Geck, and a swing and a miss. Pulls the string, and Ianson with his second strikeout. 2 gone here in the top of the first. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter for the Trojans, Ty Rhodes.
That's another reason these 4 seeds kind of scare me. those teams that have struggled, not had great seasons, but somehow got snuck in at the very end. Like, it's kind of like having a bad front 9. You get to the back, you're like, all right, forget it. The front 9's over. I'm going to break the course record here, right? It's kind of the same deal. A breath of fresh air. These guys have been looking for a breath of fresh air all season
Absolutely.
long.
Ty Rhodes, a left-hander, stands in. First delivery down in the dirt. Hernandez blocks it up behind the plate, and it's 1-0. Ty Rhodes, junior, batting .296.
Yeah, Rhodes a left-hander. Arkansas Little Rock does a good job throughout the lineup. They go every other player, right, left, all the way through the lineup. So that'd be interesting later on in the game when coaches like to play that lefty-lefty matchup or bring in guys for certain situations.
Throw over to first to keep an eye on Henry, and he's back safely.
Yeah, Rhodes has 7 home runs on the year. You'll notice these neon green bats. That's the new Marucci line that'll come out next week. All the postseason teams were given the bat the week before they come out.
The 1-0 high chop, and it takes a bounce over Braswell, makes its way into left field. Rounding second was Henry, but he tripped between second and third. They've got him in a rundown. Braswell giving chase. Milam going back towards second. He slips again, does Henry. Now Milam brings him back towards third. The throw coming in and making the play is going to be Dickinson for out number 3. So a tough break there for the Trojans. They got a key knock on a high chop that went over Braswell's head, but then Henry, who was determined to get to third, completely trips midway between second and third. The Tigers get him in a rundown, and that'll end the top of the first. So we played a half inning, no score. Tigers coming to the plate for the first time here in the postseason. NCAA regional action when we continue. Derek Curiel, Jarrett Jones, and Daniel Dickinson after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
And here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Hey, LSU fans! You're invited to Louisiana's largest casino resort, Coshada. Coshada Casino Resort has the largest and most spacious gaming floor in the Lake Charles area, with thousands of the newest slots, over 55 table games, live bingo and off-track betting, plus 3 beautiful hotels, delicious Cajun cuisine, and the #1 rated golf course in Louisiana. Coshada Casino Resort is proud to support LSU. Go Tigers!
In Louisiana, we love our LSU Tigers. When the band strikes up those 4 iconic notes, the fans go wild. At Louisiana Blue, we're Tiger fans too. That's why we've teamed up with LSU Athletics to bring you the compassion of the cross and security of the shield, so you're free to wear your stripes and roar. Live Louisiana. We've got you. Louisiana Blue, Louisiana True.
Proud partner of LSU Athletics.
Live action continues in the Baton Rouge Regional. This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Little scramble there to end the top of the first inning. Base hit on a high chop to left field, and Curiel delivered to Dickinson after they realized that Zach Henry, the base runner, had gone around second, so they got it to Dickinson. He threw to Braswell. They got the rundown started. Eventually, Milam would throw it back to Dickinson and tag the runner out, trying to get to third to end the top of the first for the Trojans. That brings the Tigers to the plate here. And Derek Curiel, the freshman, stands in. First pitch from Wells. Going to be a strike just under the letters with a fastball at 92, and it's 0-1 to Curiel.
Yeah, I mean, we see it all the time. How many times do teams come in here and just shoot themselves in the foot? And that was an example there. There was really, that one slapped foul over the third base dugout to make it 0-2. But there was really no reason for Zach Henry to be going around second base. The ball was in front of him in left field. There's no way he was going to get to third base. And that was just really a base running mistake.
It was a situation where he was trying to be so aggressive and play hard, but he realized he made the mistake. It was too late.
Yep.
The 0-2. Ground ball, base hit. Right of second base into right center field for Curiel, and that'll get a huge roar here at the box because LSU desperately needs the performance of Derek Curiel, who, like many Tigers, over the last couple of weeks had a little bit of low offensively, but a great start here with a leadoff single.
Well, and it's a shame to put so much pressure on a freshman, but it's just like this guy coming up, Jared Jones. The problem is LSU offense goes when Derek Curiel gets on base. And he has been struggling the last couple of weeks. That's probably the reason LSU's offense has struggled the last couple of weeks. Again, just a freshman, hadn't played like it all
never
year.
Played 60 games
Correct.
in the season, so a little bit tired, but
good to
he's
get
had
off
some
to
time. Yeah,
good to get off to a hot start for sure.
That'll bring Jared Jones to the plate with 19 home runs on the year. 66 runs batted in. First delivery from Wells. Fastball missed way away in the left-handed batter's box, and it's 1-0 to the Bear.
And I'll tell you what, a leadoff single always is what you're looking for, but when you fall 0-2 and you still get the knock, I mean, that really lights the dugout on fire. Let's see if Jones can do some damage here.
1 ball, no strikes to the Bear, and the pitch from Wells. Inside at the hands, but missed, and it's 2-0. Curiel at first, Jones at the plate, Daniel Dickinson on deck for the Tigers, trying to get it going after they struggled 14 scoreless innings. After getting the win 4-3, did not score another run in Hoover after the 3rd inning of game 1. The 2-0 sent back foul into the screen. He just missed that fastball, and it's now 2-1.
Yeah, so he's gone 2 fastballs and a cutter. Again, he'll go cutter 20% of the time to right-handers, rarely ever to lefties. He'll throw a split finger mostly to lefties.
Jones at the plate. Batting .324 against right-handers this year. The 2-1. Hit high in the air to left field, but it gets hung up. Coming in now will be Wilbanks in left, and a routine fly ball to left. We'll record out number 1. Curiel back to first, and we'll see Daniel Dickinson.
Yeah, went off speed, did Wells, and caught Jared Jones just a little out in front, looked better off the bat than it ended up, but was out in front of it, hit it off the end of the bat, and just not enough to get out to left field.
We'll see Daniel Dickinson, a .332 hitter. Been pretty steady Eddie this season right there around the .330 mark. Also with 45 runs batted in and a member of the double-digit home run club with 10 as Wells again will check on Curiel over at first with a throw over.
Yeah, he's also one of 4 guys in this lineup that have started all 57 games. It's Curiel, Jones, Dickinson, and Milam. And Stanfield has started 56 of the 57.
Squaring to bunt, pitches low as Daniel brings it back, and it's 1-0.
Well, a lot of guys in that LSU lineup have hit over 300 for the entire year. Dickinson only one of 3 guys in SEC play that has hit over 300. He's at 315 in SEC play. Jake Brown at 324, and Chris Stanfield leads all LSU hitters in SEC play in an average with 326.
The 1-0 pitch to Dickinson. Down the middle for a strike. That'll make it 1-1.
You know, Jackson Wells in 2023 actually led the country in ERA, 1.65. Next closest to him was a guy named Paul Skeens.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Incredible stat, Doug.
Crazy.
Here's the 1-1. Missed off the outside corner. Now 2 balls, 1 strike. Curiel with a leadoff single. He's at first. 1 out here, bottom of the first, no score.
And it doesn't matter. You can throw the records out of the book. You can throw everything out. That's what's amazing about baseball is one guy, the team can be as bad as they can be. And if you got one guy 60 feet 6 inches away, they can keep you in a ball game and make things very interesting. And that guy is Jackson Wells for Arkansas Little Rock right now.
2 balls, 1 strike, another turn and throw over to first. And again, Curiel sliding back head first to the bag. Fans Our Lady of the Lake, proud to be LSU's championship health partner. Together, LSU and Our Lady of the Lake, champions for Louisiana. Learn more at olrmc.com/LSU. 1 out, runner at first. The 2-1. Swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch to the right-handed hitter. Now 2-2. Well, Doug, I'll hand it to you. We sat around for several hours here, and the fans arrived around 1:30, 1:45, ready for a 2 p.m. start. A number of them took the opportunity to go away for a while, but they're back here tonight. Here's the 2-2. Missed away.
What a
Curiel read it. He's on his way to second, and he'll get in safely with a stolen base.
What a read there. You can't teach it.
Yeah, sign of a good base runner. You anticipate what's going to happen, but then you react to what you see, and you anticipate ball in the dirt, and then once you see it, you react, and he gets the good jump, does Curiel. Ball gets away from the catcher and able to get in there relatively easily.
First base now open with a 3-2 count. Curiel with a leadoff second, and now a turn and throw back by Wells. Again, Curiel just now started to take his lead, so he's back easily.
So for the young players that are watching, you hear your coach say, read the down angle. That's exactly what Curiel was doing there. But, Buzz, really what made him successful is that secondary lead, continuing to move when the pitcher picked his leg up to go to home.
3-2, hit foul back into the screen on a fastball offering from Wells. That'll keep Dickinson's count. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, it's no doubt a lot of times players will get lazy in their secondary, and Curiel certainly wasn't lazy in the secondary, and that allowed him to get into second base. So guy in scoring position, that's what you want. You want chances each inning, guys in scoring position with the middle of your lineup up. That's exactly what LSU has happening right now.
Payoff delivery again, and Dickinson swings, sends it high in the air down the line, first base side, foul territory. Cano makes the play in front of the low seating and quickly whips it back into the infield. So a great play by the Trojan first baseman to record the second out of the inning. Dickinson retired. I'll also say this for what it's worth. I was impressed with Cade Martin, the Trojan catcher. It looked like there was no chance it would even be close at second, and while it wasn't, it's a pretty good throw and recovery by Martin.
It really was.
So now we'll see Jake Brown, sophomore, right fielder for the Tigers, left-handed hitter who's had a very successful 2025 this season against right-handed pitching. In fact, Brown batting .384 against right-handers. He'll swing at the first pitch. It's a bouncer down the first base line, but foul. make the count 0-1.
Chris, I think more people are slowly filing in here.
You may be right.
People are at restaurants and having a good time, just kind of waiting for the game to start, probably having to pay up their tabs.
Had to close out.
Get here.
2 outs and the 0-1. Brown swings. It's a base hit into right field. Curiel on his horse around third. Bobbled out in right by Goki. There'll be no throw, and LSU's on the board. RBI single for Jake Brown. Brown with RBI number 40, and it's a 1-0 LSU lead.
Well, that 364 average, Chris, that you talked about from Jake Brown against righties is going to increase. That's what you want, timely hitting. And Doug, right on cue with the new Marucci bat as Jake Brown serves one to right field and scores Curiel easily. Tigers on the board early, 1-0.
Yeah, that ball was low and away off the plate, off the outside corner, and Brown was still able to get enough on it to hit it 95 miles an hour over the second baseman's head.
That'll get Ethan Fry to the plate. Fry has been very solid down the back stretch of the season. As we all know, 358 average, 12 home runs, 43 runs batted in. He's become basically the everyday DH here over the last month plus for Coach Jay Johnson. 2 outs, runner at first, a 1-0 LSU lead, bottom of the first inning. Wells from the stretch fires. Pitches low for ball 1.
Jake Brown does lead the LSU Tigers in stolen bases with 11, so wouldn't be surprised if at any moment during this at-bat you see Jake Brown try to swipe a bag.
He'll take about a 3-step lead off the first base bag. Wells delivers the 1-0. Missed upstairs. Fry able to hold back, and it's now 2-0. You mentioned some of the fans who probably took advantage of some of the nearby places. I think we talked about it earlier. Our buddy Brandon Landry certainly probably didn't mind a little delay tonight.
He was hoping it rained a little bit more.
Let's get started at 10 o'clock. Get a couple meals in for these fans.
Throw over to first again to keep an eye on Brown, and he's back safely.
I'm betting somebody over there today had lunch and dinner before the game started.
I bet you're right.
Watched a bunch of baseball.
No, ma'am, you just keep that tab open if you don't mind.
Here's the 2-0 pitch to Fry. High and outside with a fastball, now 3-0.
Little 3-0 swing away here, Dugan.
Oh, dude, I'd like for him to.
Tigers enter regional play with Ethan Fry leading with a 358 average. Wells, the 3-0 pitch. Missed upstairs, ball 4. So Ethan Fry will pick up a 2-out base on balls. That'll put runners first and second now for the Tigers. And bring Stephen Milam to the plate. And Stephen Milam, as we all know, can certainly be an X factor for the Tigers here in the postseason. We saw what he did last year, leading them to the Chapel Hill Regional. The Terry went on in Hoover last year in that SEC tournament, getting the Tigers to the championship game on Sunday. But he's scuffled here of late. Milam comes into the regional batting .277, but we know what is there. He'll bat from the left side against the right-hander, Jackson Wells. Runners first and second and 2 outs. First delivery. Off speed and outside for ball 1. Milam so far this year batting .281 against right-handers compared to .270 against lefties. Switch hitter from New Mexico awaits, and the pitch. Again outside, make it 2-0. Well, there's red skies at night, maybe a little more of a purple hue looking over the downtown area of Baton Rouge. And that means great weather, according to sailors. So looks like Saturday and Sunday, or at least Saturday we know, should be good to go. The 2-0. Just missed. That'll make it 3 balls, no strikes. So now suddenly Jackson Wells having trouble finding the strike zone after giving up that RBI single.
Well, coming into the game in 79 innings of work, he did have 32 walks to go along with 90 strikeouts.
3-0 pitch to Milam is ball 4, and that'll load up the bases for the Tigers here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning. And we'll get Luis Hernandez to the plate.
Yeah, you know, this is a little different than pitching at UT Arlington or Southern Indiana. You know, I mean, probably this crowd may be as big as Maybe all the crowds he's pitched in front of all year combined.
Well, Jackson Wells.
They'll already go to the bullpen. To the mound for a mound visit.
Take a visit. Jackson Wells, in his last outing, he threw the opening game in their conference tournament, threw a complete game. Went 9 innings, gave up 6 hits, only 1 run, 2 walks, and 8 strikeouts. So Arkansas Little Rock playing a little bit of the hot hand as he had a really good outing in his last outing. Threw 129 pitches. So got the nod against the number 1 seed LSU Tigers. But in a little bit of a pickle here, 2 outs with the bases loaded. So already down 1-0.
You know, he's got the 2 outs. So, I mean, you got to make him focus on that right now. Talk about how they can get Luis Hernandez out. You know, they've obviously done their homework on these guys, but they definitely want to make sure that everybody is on the same page here, because he's really still 1 pitch away, but he's also 1 pitch away from this game getting blown open here early.
While we have a moment, let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball and the NCAA Regionals on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network and the LSU Sports mobile app.
Doug Thompson, Buzzy Heidel, Chris Blair here in the booth, high above Skip Bergman Field, Alec Box Stadium. Adam Gattuso, our producer, back in the Capital One studio. It's a 1-0 LSU lead with 2 outs, bottom of the first. Now the base is loaded. Luis Hernandez awaits, and the first delivery from Wells misses low and inside, and it's 1-0. Hernandez, another who could certainly bring some life to this LSU offense. 7 home runs on the year, 9 doubles, does have a triple. Got the bases loaded here with 2 outs. The 1-0, and a swing and a miss on a fastball up and out, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Jake Brown at third, Ethan Fry at second, Stephen Milam aboard at first base. The 1-0 pitch. Misses low with a heat. Now 2-1.
Yeah, he's going to have to throw one over the middle of the plate at some point here. He's up to 27 pitches now, so pitch count already starting to become a little bit of an issue.
Hernandez readies the bat. Wells, the 2-1 delivery. Fouled back. And after one, a fastball a little elevated, fouls it back into the screen. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fans join MMR, the largest privately owned open shop electrical and instrumentation contractor in the nation, and a proud partner of LSU Athletics. Bases loaded, 2 outs, a 1-0 LSU lead here in the bottom of the first. A chance to really break it open early here with Hernandez at the plate. Wells fires. Swing and a miss, and Jackson Wells finds the 1 pitch he needed to avoid disaster here in the bottom of the first. The Tigers get 1 run. They do it on 2 hits. They leave 3 men on. We move to the top of the second here in Baton Rouge. 1-0 LSU leading. Trojans coming to the plate next on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Score big with MMR. Join the team at the largest privately owned open shop electrical and instrumentation contractor in the nation, headquartered right here in Baton Rouge. MMR is committed to positioning each team member for success. Whether you're a student seeking an internship, just starting your career, or already a seasoned professional, MMR offers a variety of positions just for you. Get in the game at MMR, where your future is bright. Kick off your career at mmrgrp.com/careers. MMR, a proud partner of LSU Athletics.
Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted experts for all your home service needs. With over 35 years of dedicated service, we prioritize your comfort and satisfaction. As an official partner of LSU Athletics, we bring our expertise to every game, from installations to repairs. Our team delivers honest pricing with no surprises. Call us today at 225-777-8888 and experience the difference with Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Go Tigers!
Hey Tiger fans, are you ready to roar? Oxbow Rum Distillery is the official rum for LSU Athletics. Our cane to glass rum is made just 2 miles north of Tiger Stadium. We handcraft every drop from our own Louisiana sugarcane, all grown right across the river. So whether you're tailgating at the stadium or dropping by our tasting room for a tour and cocktail, you'll be keeping it local. Visit Oxbow Rum Distillery, open Thursday to Sunday, noon to 6. Go Tigers!
Powerhouse postseason baseball. The LSU Fighting Tigers in the Baton Rouge Regional on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Back here at the box, start of the top of the second inning, a 1-0 LSU lead. We mentioned Brandon Landry earlier, and fans, scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. You can find your nearest location. Order online or use the app. Walk on Sports Bistro for the win. Cade Martin will lead it off. Freshman catcher for the Trojans. Iamson's first delivery to start the top of the second. Just missed outside with a fastball, and it's 1-0. Martin, a .309 hitter. Impressive freshman season. 5 home runs. Does have 11 doubles. 1-0. Down the middle off speed. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, Cade Martin, the only freshman in the lineup, has started 38 games this season.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Chased the fastball a little out off the outside corner. And it's 1-2. Martin batting .289 this season with leading off the inning. Here's the 1-2. Just missed that outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes now the count to Martin. The 2-2 delivery from Ianson. High in the air to left field. Curiel settling back. Room and shy of the track will have it for out number 1. So, gentlemen, we got ready for the regional. Had all week to prepare with LSU coming back on Saturday evening from the SEC tournament. Who's your leader in the clubhouse for starting pitcher coming into today?
Wow, what a great question. Yeah, it was. I was good with either one of the first 2 guys. I didn't care if it was Ianson or Anderson. I didn't do enough research on Arkansas. It looks like, obviously, they go lefty-righty the whole way down, so it doesn't matter who was better against lefties or righties, as there's a bunch of them for Arkansas-Little Rock.
First delivery to Cooper Chaplin.
So I like
Called
the pick.
strike.
I like the pick with Ianson. It could have been Anderson. I wanted one of the first 2 guys to go.
0-1 the count. Pitch to Chaplin. Fouled, and it comes off our home plate umpire, and he goes down to a knee, now rises to his feet. That's Mike Morris.
He's going to need a minute.
Yeah, he might need a minute or 2.
I think that got up like it was a bad hop. Let's just say it was a bad hop. My answer, I don't think is quite as crystal clear. I mean, for me, honestly, I told you this before we started. I think any of the 2 first guys or that combo, which would be, Newt and Shores and others perhaps. I really didn't. For me, any of them would have been fine. I think any of them can beat Arkansas-Little Rock. My thoughts were that the combo team of Newt and Shores, assuming, is going to have to win one of these 3 games anyway. So you have the 4 seed to start. You kind of, that seems to be the team that you would struggle the least with. So why not use that combo to win this game is kind of where I was thinking. But look, in regional play, you can't trust anybody, and you wouldn't be able to sleep at night if you lost this game without one of your first 2 out there. So I can live with it for sure, but that's kind of what my thoughts were throughout the week.
1 ball, 2 strikes now to Cooper Chaplin as Mike Morris, our home plate umpire. Good to go. The 1-2. Bouncer to third. Braswell waits on it, fields it, throws to first in time. 2 gone.
He's so smooth over
Well,
there.
I think a couple years ago we saw Paul Skeens throw against the 4-seeded Tulane, and there were some people that probably questioned that decision. And like we said it up here, you win the regional, and all this doesn't even matter.
It's
this
all
conversation.
moot. You're right.
It doesn't matter. So what I told somebody, do you like the Paul Skeens first round? Him starting the first round 2 years ago. I said, let me let you know on Monday when the regional's over. I'll let you know if it's a good decision, and we'll figure that out in a couple days if this was the right decision. I'm sure it will be.
First delivery now to Cano, the first baseman, just missed outside. It's 1 ball and no strikes.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know that there was a wrong
Correct.
decision.
Yeah.
Is kind of more where I am.
The 1-0 fouled back into the screen right side. That'll leave in the count 1 ball and 1 strike.
Been very impressed with Ianson all year, but I feel like he's only gotten better as the years going on.
Oh, that is no doubter.
He's been good. We heard about how good he was. There was some early times in the year that he had a couple bad innings.
Ground ball towards second base. Dickinson sliding over to his left. He'll field it. Throw to Jones in time for out number 3. Little Rock goes 1-2-3 here in the top of the second. No runs, no hits, nobody on base. Still a 1-0 LSU lead. Tigers coming to the plate. We'll see 8-9 and top of the order. Braswell, Stanfield, and Curiel when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tiger fans, this is Eddie Kennison, former LSU football wide receiver. If you know me, you know I'm all about making big plays.
Tigers win! Tigers win!
That's why I joined the team at LSU Sports Properties. Our goal here is to help businesses make big plays both on and off the field. If you want to give your brand that competitive edge and be a part of the biggest stage in college sports, give the corporate sponsorship team at LSU Athletics a call. Your brand, our fans. Utilize the power of LSU Athletics to promote your business and sponsor LSU Athletics today. Call 225-578-2788. Go Tigers.
There's danger out there. It lurks on highways and quiet neighborhood streets. It's more likely to kill you than a shark and more terrifying than the biggest snake. Distracted driving claims lives every day. Every notification, swipe, social post, video, or selfie while driving risks your life. So while you might think public speaking or the zombie apocalypse is scary, what's really terrifying and even deadly is distracted driving. Eyes forward, don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state and beyond.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
Action continues in the Baton Rouge Regional on the road to Omaha for LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
1-0 our score, LSU leading. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Tigers coming to the plate. Michael Braswell will lead things off, the right-handed hitter with a .213 average. Also looking to get the offense moving upward here in postseason play. First delivery from Jackson Wells in for a strike, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch.
Watch out.
One comes in high, ruled ball one. 1-1 strikes. It got away from Cade Martin. Trojan catcher.
That might have been called a strike. I mean, if he'd have caught it, it hit him right in the chest protector.
The 1-1 delivery. Just again missed the outside corner. Now make it 2 balls, 1 strike to Braswell. Michael hitting a little bit better here in the home confines of Alex Box Stadium on the season in home games, batting .254. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch in on the hands, and that'll even the count 2-2.
Well, certainly, you know, last year we know what he did during postseason run in that regional and Chapel Hill. Not been as good this year offensively, but man, what he's done at the third base spot defensively.
2-2. Rips into this one to left field. Going back, and on the track. It's Will Banks. Makes the grab for out number 1. Braswell gave it a ride, but the park holds it, and there's 1 away.
Well, Buzzy was just talking about how tough it's been for Braswell. I almost talked that thing right out of here, Buzz.
I'm good at that. You know, yeah. Jones can't steal bases.
I mean,
he stole
it just really
100.
hasn't done what we've expected. Blah, blah, blah. Boom, out to left center field. 99 miles an hour off the bat. He smoked that ball.
If I need to do that more, just let me know, boys. I mean, I'm all about the
I don't know
team.
if you can find anything to say about Stanfield.
Pitch to Chris, who stands in. Miss low and inside for ball 1. Stanfield batting .314. 15 doubles on the year, 2 triples. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Couldn't find the slider. It's 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier too, but Stanfield in that 9-hole leads all LSU hitters and average in conference and SEC play at .326.
Pitch misses away, make it 2-1.
15 doubles, 7 here at the box, 8 on the road. Speaking of, transfer portals with players with impact, geez.
Here's the 2-1. Misses low. Now make it a hitter's count for Stanfield. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Well, I agree with you, Doug. Ianson probably gets the nod for me as best one for LSU. But
well,
you talk about Dickinson. You talk about Stanfield. Yeah. I mean, that's 2 guys.
This one ripped down the left field line. Coming over will be Wilbanks. Stanfield makes the wide turn, but they get the ball back into the infield quickly. He'll be limited to a single, but a 1-out single nonetheless. That's the 3rd Bingo Pest Product base hit for the Tigers. They've got a runner aboard. Now we'll see top of the order, Derek Curiel, who led the Tigers off in that first inning with a single, came around to score the first run of the ball game.
Maybe a great X poll. Remember how we used to do the polls? What's the most impactful transfer player for LSU this year? Is it Ianson, Stanfield, or Dickinson?
Stanfield takes his lead off first. Curiel swings at the first pitch, skies at foul territory, third base side. Ty Rhodes coming over, plenty of room. He'll make the play for the 2nd out of the inning. So 2 down on the fly ball out, foul territory, third base side. That'll bring Jared Jones to the plate. Jared with a fly ball out to left his first time up. Fans, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Louisiana, proud to be the official health insurance of LSU Athletics. Louisiana Blue. Live Louisiana, we've got you.
Yeah, if you're asking me, Doug, I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger for Ianson. It's most impactful. I mean, you can arguably say LSU wouldn't be where they are right now if it wasn't.
No, I'm definitely not going to argue against that for sure.
Stanfield again takes his lead off of first, and the first delivery to Jones called strike. The breaking ball, and it's 0-1.
But you're giving the vote in terms of position players to Stanfield over Dickinson.
Oh, I didn't say that.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, yeah, well, there you go again, putting words in my mouth,
0-1 the count to Jones, but a quick throw over to first. Stanfield back safely. Chris on the year, 5 for 6 in stolen bases.
That's actually the better debate, though, Doug.
For sure.
I mean, you got 10 home runs from Dickinson. Obviously, no home runs from Stanfield, but Stanfield better average-wise.
15 doubles.
Yeah.
The 0-1 to Jones, way outside. Nice backhand pick by Martin behind the plate, and it's 1-1.
But honestly, it's also debatable on if their value has been offensively or defensively, because talking before the game, we're saying that as of right now, this would be the best LSU defensive team of all time, fielding at 981 coming into this series.
Pitch misses outside. That'll make it 2-1 to Jones.
Yeah, if it ended today and they ended with a 981 fielding percentage, that would be the best of all time in LSU history.
As far as Todd Politz has had the opportunity to go back so far.
I don't know that we've seen the 1963.
Well, he's past the 80s, I think. Okay. I mean, he's really digging into it.
The 2-1 pitch, down in the dirt, blocked up by Martin. Stanfield on his way to second. Throw is down, but sliding in head first safely is Stanfield with stolen base number 6. Boy, it's so amazing. We saw Curiel be able to read it, get in fairly easily. This time Stanfield reads it, and Martin again makes a heck of a play. A one-hopper handled out there, but Stanfield just gets in safely.
Well, the only reason he's safe is because Stanfield can run. Because that was an incredible play by Martin behind the plate to pick that ball.
3-1 to Jones. Big swing, but he fouls it back into the screen. Still 3-2 now. The count with Stanfield in scoring position. 2 down and a 1-0 LSU lead.
That base open with 2 outs. They definitely aren't going to go with a fastball in a 3-1 count. Went with the cutter there. And Jones, I feel like he knew it was coming, just missed it.
So now a payoff delivery with a runner at second, 2 down. Wells fires. This one a line drive over the top of the head of Ty Rhodes at third. Into left field it goes. Stanfield slips coming around third, but he'll easily get up, make his way into home plate, make it a 2-0 LSU lead. Jared Jones with RBI number 67 with a 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, second inning in a row where LSU hits in the clutch. Guys in scoring position, a couple outs, and you've got to put a big swing on it. Takes a pitch, not sure if that was an off-speed pitch or not, Doug.
The split finger there, yeah, barreling in on his hands, down and in.
Absolutely. Jones did a good job of keeping the hands inside the baseball, driving it to left field.
I'm 1,000% sure Stanfield touched the bag over there at third base.
First pitch to Daniel Dickinson popped up, but out of play behind the plate, and it's 0-1.
Doesn't matter now, though.
Tigers now 2 runs on 4 hits. Again, finding success in both the first and second inning, getting them on, getting them over, and getting them in. Jones with a lead off of first. Wells from the stretch. Fires to the plate. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now to the Tigers' second baseman.
A good heater from Wells, 93 miles an hour up in the zone. And Dickinson not able to catch up with it.
Here's the 0-2. Fouled back into the screen. Daniel stays alive, still an 0-2 count. Fans, Toyota's summer starts here. Sales event is on now. Start your summer ride in an exciting new Toyota. Visit your local Toyota dealer or Toyota.com today. 2 outs and an 0-2 count with a runner at first. Wells looks in. Now the pitch to Dickinson. Skips in front of the plate, down in the dirt, 1-2.
I mean, dude, Martin has made some serious plays back there already just through 2 innings. The pick earlier, Buzz, with the glove turned the wrong way in the right-handed batter's box, or the left-handed batter's box, that was unbelievable.
1-2, a bouncer towards the shortstop. Sequine will flip it over to Chaplin at second for out number 3, but the Tigers add a run on 2 hits. They leave 1 man on. We move to the top of the 3rd. Trojans coming to the plate, trailing the Tigers 2-0 on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Louisiana game night just got interesting. Play Monopoly Scratch-Off from the lottery. Win up to $15,000. Choose your words carefully. Play Scrabble Scratch-Off. Top prize $50,000.
The game is afoot. It's a classic case of mystery and deception.
Uncover the mysteries of the new Clue Scratch-Off. Top prize is a whopping $100,000. All 3 games are available with Fast Play. Must be at least 21 to purchase. Clue, Monopoly, and Scrabble are trademarks of Hasbro.
In a region famous for its cuisine, Blue Plate Mayo has been a staple since 1927. From New Orleans to Lafayette, Houma to Baton Rouge, it's the mayo Louisiana reaches for when it's time to make something delicious. Whether it's dressing a po' boy or making that perfect dipping sauce for crawfish, it has to be Blue Plate. Blue Plate Mayo, the official mayo of LSU Athletics. That's the good stuff.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
We head to the top of the 3rd inning of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball. Presented by Bengal Pest Products. Guaranteed overnight extermination with Bengal.
2-0 our score here at the box. We move to the top of the 3rd inning. Tigers leading over Arkansas Little Rock in Game 1. Here of this Baton Rouge Regional delayed several hours due to the threat of impending weather. Got underway at 7:36 Central Time. Leading things off will be Cade Goki, a left-handed hitter, redshirt junior. Anthony Ianson delivers, and the first pitch, a ground ball foul down the 3rd base line. And it's 0-1. They've got Braswell playing in on the infield grass, expecting a possible bunt attempt by Goki, the left-handed hitter. Rest of the Tiger infield pretty much playing straight up. Ianson's 0-1 delivery. Inside corner called strike, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. This is high for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Goki. A little deceiving there. Batting in 8th in the order. Batting .346 on the year.
Trying to hide him down there.
Only his 53rd plate appearance. There's a swing and a miss, and Ianson records strikeout number 3. 1 gone. Leadoff hitter retired by way of strikeout to start the top of the 3rd inning.
Yeah, good overhand curveball from Anthony Ianson, and that is a true 12-6 curveball. You talk about, a lot of people say they've got a curveball, maybe works more like a slurve, moving more east to west, but that is a north-south 12-6. They call it curveball, and it's one of his best pitches.
The old woom whack, huh?
Reed Wilbanks swings at the first pitch. A one-hopper to Dickinson at second base. He'll throw quickly to Jones, and just like that, quickly 2 down.
I like quickly. Chris.
Yeah, I like the strike
quickly.
count, Doug, but I like the one-pitch outs too. You're right about that.
Now back to the top of the order, Alex Seguin. Strikeout victim to Ianson to start the game back in the first inning, batting .254. Again, as we told you, it's right, left, right, left, right, left through this order for the Trojans. So Seguin, a right-handed hitter. Ianson's first delivery is swing and a miss with a breaking ball, and it's 0-1.
He's got the old breaking ball dialed in right now, fellas.
Ianson's 0-1 delivery. Foul and a bouncer towards the on-deck circle. Third base side will get Anthony ahead, 0-2.
Well, I love the guys that can throw it for a strike whenever they want, which Ianson can, and then when they get to 2 strikes, they throw the extra curveball, the ball that's the curveball that's a little harder, maybe a little more down in the dirt, and try to get the swing and miss pitch.
The 0-2 comes back with a fastball and misses a little high and outside. That'll make it 1 ball, 2 strikes to Alex Seguin. Again, we told you mostly cloudy skies, but mild temperatures here. The 1-2. Again, just missed the outside corner off speed, and that'll even the count 2-2. I say mild temperatures for late May here in Baton Rouge.
It's been a lot worse.
It has been, man. I'll take it.
2 outs, nobody on. A 2-0 LSU lead. Ianson's 2-2 pitch. Way out in front. A foul down the third base line off the bat of Seguin. Will keep it 2-2. Remember, Tiger fans, SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the celebrations of LSU baseball. So whether you're buying or selling baseball tickets, SeatGeek, the place to do it. SeatGeek, official ticket marketplace of LSU athletics. Expect the expected. SeatGeek. 2 outs and a 2-2 delivery. And again, hit foul right side. Seguin battling now, keeps it a 2-2 count.
I'll give you an upset alert out of the Hattiesburg Regional. Columbia leads the Golden Eagles right now by a score of 6-1 in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Baseball is a crazy game.
It's a crazy game. You can't trust anybody.
2-2. Oh, cold strike 3 on the outside corner. The breaking ball for Ianson, as expected, dialed in. And that'll do it for the Trojans here in the top of the 3rd. Again, 3 up, 3 down. Tigers leading 2-0. They come to the plate in the bottom of the 3rd. Brown, Fry, and Milam. Meet of the order presented by 44 Farms, and we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Half of the world's population depends on rice for 80% of their daily food needs. By 2050, population growth could increase rice demand by 30%. But as climate changes, rice output is decreasing. At LSU, we're using genetics, genomics, and AI to create new rice that yields more with less resources. We're not just feeding the hungry, we're growing a better future.
Score big with MMR. Join the team at the largest privately owned open shop electrical and instrumentation contractor in the nation, headquartered right here in Baton Rouge. MMR is committed to positioning each team member for success. Whether you're a student seeking an internship, just starting your career, or already a seasoned professional, MMR offers a variety of positions just for you. Get in the game at MMR, where your future is bright. Kick off your career at mmrgrp.com/careers. MMR, a proud partner of LSU Athletics.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
The bottom of the third inning of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball is presented by Bengal Pest Products. Guaranteed overnight extermination with Bengal.
We move to the bottom of the third inning. LSU leading 2-0 over Arkansas Little Rock here at the box. Game 1 of the Baton Rouge Regional. Jake Brown to lead it off for the Tigers. First pitch from Jackson Wells in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Brown, the RBI single back in the first to get LSU on the board. Wells 0-1 pitch. Missed low. Evens the count. 1 ball and 1 strike.
What a big inning.
Here's the 1-1. Brown swings, rifle shot, but foul down the first base line. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brown will dig back in. Wells ahead in the count, and the 1-2 pitch to the plate. Short of the plate, hard breaking ball, and it's 2-2. Delivery. Down the middle, called strike 3. Not sure if Jake wasn't looking for the heat, but that one right down the middle at 92. And Jackson Wells records his second strikeout of the night. 1 gone. That'll get Ethan Fry to the plate for the Tigers.
Well, you said it best, Chris. That's just looking something different. You got 2 strikes on. You take a fastball literally right down the middle. You were just looking a different pitch and just got fooled.
So now Ethan Fry aboard on a walk back in the first. Left stranded when the Tigers loaded up the bases there. There's a called strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-1 to Fry. Setting up outside again is Martin, and the pitch a mile high into the air to left field. Going back, Wilbanks to the track, to the wall, and he's got room to make the play. Had his back to the wall, then went to the left, and it dropped right into the wickets for out number 2.
Yeah, right off the bat, I thought he got it, Doug. I got to tell you, but if you look at those flags, that wind is blowing pretty good in from left field, and that just held it up.
Yeah, it was a launch angle of 40 degrees at 105 miles an hour, which is usually enough to do the trick. But if it weren't for the wind, I mean, the wind literally couldn't be worse for the ball flight there. It was dead into the teeth.
Stephen Milam back to the plate. Board on a walk, his first time. Also left stranded with the bases loaded. Here's the 2 outs, and the first delivery misses high for ball 1. Tigers 2 runs on 4 hits. So far the Trojans have mustered just 1 hit off Anthony Ianson. Here's the 1-0. Milam swings, fouls it back out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike. Remember, when the Tigers win, you win. Enter promo code LSU50 the day after an LSU baseball victory, and you'll receive 50% off your online pizza order at papajohns.com. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. Milam awaits, and the 1-1. Inside, gets away from Martin. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Milam with 10 home runs on the year, 9 doubles, 2 triples, 44 runs batted in. Just trying to get the momentum going at the plate. Goodness knows, one of the best shortstops. My pick, the SEC Defensive Player of the Year, but obviously nobody listened to me.
I like the pick. Yeah, I think you're right.
2-1. After a fastball up, fouls it back into the screen. Look at what Milam's done at shortstop. I believe 3 errors on the season. A couple of plays he made in Hoover were Sports Center-esque highlight reel.
How about this? Between Milam, Dickinson, and Braswell, the shortstop, third baseman, and second baseman, 9 total errors between all of them.
2-2, sharply hit, but a ground ball right at Cano, the first baseman behind the bag. He'll step on first for out number 3. So the Tigers go quietly here in the bottom of the third. They lead 2-0. We now head to the top of the fourth here at the box. 2-0 Tigers lead. Trojans come to the plate next on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
In Louisiana, we love our LSU Tigers. When the band strikes up those 4 iconic notes, the fans go wild. At Louisiana Blue, we're Tiger fans too. That's why we've teamed up with LSU Athletics to bring you the compassion of the cross and security of the shield, so you're free to wear your stripes and roar. Live Louisiana. We've got you. Louisiana Blue, Louisiana True.
Proud partner of LSU Athletics.
444 for the number you gotta dial. Life throws you a curve, you know that deadly devotion goes the extra mile. Throw your fours up, throw your fours up. There's a number you gotta dial. Throw your fours up, throw your fours up. Deadly devotion goes the extra mile. 444 for the number you gotta dial. Throw your fours up.
Hello, this is Jan at Toyota.
Hi, Jen. Is now a good time to get a new Toyota?
It is. We like to say your summer starts here at your Toyota dealer. Now through June 2nd, we have a great selection of Camrys, Corollas, Tundras, and more.
Right, your summer starts here. I'm a pet sitter, and business is way up as people enjoy their new Toyotas. Stop, Sebastian. Goldie is not dinner. Right, your summer starts here.
Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details.
Toyota, let's go places.
The top of the 4th inning, presented by Dudley DeBosier Injury Lawyers. Throw your 4s up.
2-0 our score. LSU leading over Arkansas Little Rock. Top of the 4th inning coming your way. Zach Henry will lead things off for Arkansas Little Rock. Henry aboard on a walk, but was caught in that rundown between second and third, getting a little greedy on what was a base hit to left field. That ended that top of the first for Arkansas. Had a little bit of momentum trying to get 2 runners aboard. First pitch to Henry. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Anthony Ianson so far giving up just 1 hit, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts through 3 innings complete. Again, Braswell at third base playing even with the bag. Steps up just off the infield cut. There's a swing and a miss for the left-hander Henry, and it's 0-2.
Ianson had 42 pitches on the night.
Anthony fires the 0-2 pitch, and a swing and a miss. Got away from Hernandez, but he'll pick it up. Throw down to first, and Ianson records strikeout number 5. And again, the leadoff hitter retired here for the Trojans to start the top of the 4th.
Once again, that all-speed pitch, but that's the bury me pitch. That's the extra down in the dirt for the swing and miss, and that's what you love to see when you got to get a guy 2 strikes. Doug, you were good at it. Maybe one of the best ones here at putting that ball in the dirt when you got to 2 strikes, swing and a miss.
That is 130 strikeouts on the season for Anthony Ianson.
Wow.
Yeah. That's a bunch.
Ryan Geck, one of those strikeouts when he came to the plate in the first inning.
My goodness. He almost.
Is that a hammer?
Right down the middle.
He almost ran back to the dugout there. Gee, that had me buckling up here a little bit.
Here's the 0-1. Missing low. Evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, that pitch would make just about anybody look silly.
Yep. Now he's had the old Kudaba locked in since the beginning of this contest.
1-1 pitch. Again. Extreme bender. Geck with no offer, and it's 1-2. One-two delivery from Ianson. Ground ball. Jones there, reaches out, gloves it, tells Ianson he's got it, steps on the bag, 2 gone.
The big fella over there, Buzz.
Yep, moving and grooving. Got the big hop, caught it cleanly, and a sprint to first base.
Yeah, and by the way, you know, these 3 have made 9 errors. That's Braswell, Milam, and Dickinson combined, but the big guy's only made 6 errors himself. 15 total errors for your infield over the course of a season is the reason why they're fielding 981, which would be the best ever
There's been a
in
time
the history
where,
of the program.
Ty Rhodes stands in. First pitch to the left-hander, a called strike. It's 0-1.
Yeah, 15 total errors as a infield.
It's unheard of.
You're right. It's unheard of.
The 0-1 pitch. Ooh, just missed the outside corner again. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Rhodes. Rhodes a single back in that first inning.
Not artificial turf, so you're going to get your bad hops at times. You got aluminum bats.
The 1-1 smack for a base hit to right center field. So Rhodes now 2 for 2. Get that average over 300 before this night is done. He keeps that up. 2-out single. That'll bring to the plate Cade Martin, freshman catcher who flied out to left field in Curiel. His first time up back in the second inning.
Yeah, Martin had as a freshman, a great conference tournament championship as he was named the MVP of the Ohio Valley Conference.
Ianson now from the stretch. First pitch, ground ball. Scooped up by Milam. He'll toss to Dickinson at second for the 6-4 ground out, and that'll do it for the Trojans here in the top of the fourth. No runs, 1 hit. 1 man left on. We go to the bottom of the fourth. LSU leading 2-0. Tigers have Hernandez, Braswell, and Stanfield. 7, 8, and 9 due up when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, Tiger fans 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club. Presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit LSUMKC.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
Join the school with a winning track record in education. LSU Online and Continuing Education offers over 150 degrees, certificates, and courses, meaning there's a program to match your specific goals. Earn the same on-campus degree from wherever you are. From application to graduation, student support coaches provide one-on-one support to ensure you finish a champion. Start your journey at online.lsu.edu.
Louisiana game night just got interesting. Play Monopoly Scratch-Off from the lottery. Win up to $15,000. Choose your words carefully. Play Scrabble Scratch-Off. Top prize $50,000.
The game is afoot. It's a classic case of mystery and deception.
Uncover the mysteries of the new Clue Scratch-Off. Top prize is a whopping $100,000. All 3 games are available with Fast Play. Must be at least 21 to purchase. Clue, Monopoly, and Scrabble are trademarks of Hasbro.
The bottom of the 4th inning, presented by Dudley DeBosier Injury Lawyers. Throw your 4s up.
Bottom of the 4th inning, LSU will send to the plate Luis Hernandez to start it off, followed by Braswell and Stanfield. Tigers leading 2-0, a run in the bottom of the first, another in the bottom of the second. Jackson Wells out to start his 4th inning of work on the mound for Little Rock, giving up 4 hits, both runs, and 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Hernandez, one of those strikeout victims, his first time up back in the first inning. Righty on righty matchup, and the first pitch sends it straight up but foul back behind us out of play, and it's 0-1. Want to send a shout out to Tiger fan Doug Ham, tuning in tonight over in Knoxville, Tennessee, taking in some LSU baseball. Doug, glad to have you with us. Here's the 0-1 to Hernandez. Off speed, breaking ball in for a strike. Luis behind in the count, 0-2.
I don't know about you guys. I've seen enough of old Jackson Wells.
You ready to get to the bullpen?
I'm ready to see who else they have down there. Get him out of here. He's starting to feel it a little bit.
It's a good fastball. You said it in the pregame, Doug. I mean, it's 90 to 94. It's a real fastball.
The 0-2 pitch misses high and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And you don't strike 90 guys out in 79 innings unless you've got some good stuff. And there's a reason he started him. We told you about his last start, going 9 innings, a complete game, and having a good start in that conference tournament.
A 1-2 pitch, missing the low. Now evens the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
But I'm with you.
But I expect more. 284 batting average against. I expected more than 4 hits, but I I'm being patient.
A lot of game left.
Being patient.
2-2 delivery to Hernandez.
Get through.
Line drive, and it gets by Rhodes at third base. Into left field it goes, and Hernandez with a leadoff single. Bingo Pest Product base hit number 5 for the Tigers. And that will bring Michael Braswell to the plate. Brazzy took one out to left field. Fly ball out to Reed Wilbanks, his first time up in the second inning.
And look, I'm not a big velocity, exit velocity guy. I'm just going to guess that was probably, 105, Doug, if I had to just guess.
Right on the button, buddy.
Yeah.
It's almost like you.
I don't need the machine because I know when a ball's hit hard,
But our listeners don't, Buzz.
First delivery to Braswell, who showed bunt, then pulled it back as a called strike. Make it 0-1. So we'll see if Coach Jay Johnson gives the sign again. Braswell almost looking to go butcher boy there.
Yeah, almost slash bunt there. Yeah, he backed up a little bit.
Here's the 0-1. Again, squares the bunt.
Oh, nice bunt.
Right side of the mound. Wells will pick it up. Only play is to first, so Braswell moves Hernandez into scoring position with a sag bunt. One away here in the bottom of the fourth. And it'll be up to Stanfield now, who had a single and scored back in the second inning. See if he can find one of those patent doubles down the left field line, although see how aggressive LSU wants to be with Hernandez at second base. But Chris Stanfield, a great candidate here with a runner in scoring position and one away.
Just hit a double. Really doesn't matter who's on second. Flirted with a double his last time up. Hit that ball pretty hard down the left field line.
First pitch from Wells catches the outside corner off speed to make it 0-1. I thought who was on first. Here's the 0-1. Short of the plate, blocked up by Martin, not far enough for Hernandez to move. He'll head back to second. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Chris Stanfield. A 1-1 pitch. Down the middle for a strike. 92 on the gun. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the Tigers center fielder.
Probably safe to assume this will be the only game of the day, right, Chris?
That's what I'm told. They're still working on announcing an official schedule for Saturday. Just checked moments ago. We'll try to pass that along to you once they put that in stone. Is that one fouled off by Stanny? It's still 1 ball, 2 strikes.
So if that's the case, then tonight or tomorrow morning, the first game, Rhode Island and Dallas Baptist would play, and then the 2 losers would play, and then the winner of this game would come to face the winner of that game, I would assume.
Ground ball to third. Rhodes going to his left, fields it, looks the runner back, now throws to first. Hernandez trying to get to third on the throwback to third base, and he's in safely. So Stanfield out at first on the ground ball, but a heads-up play by Hernandez had just enough speed to get just 90 feet away from home plate.
How about that base runner from the catcher?
Well,
Buzz?
I was just about to say it was a good baseball play all the way around, because at first I'm thinking Hernandez don't run into the out, which he didn't. He stayed put. Rhodes made a great play on a speedy runner in Stanfield. And then Hernandez knew, like the rule of thumb is, if you're in scoring position, don't take a chance to move up just 90 feet. But Hernandez was in there pretty convincingly. I mean, he slid in. It wasn't really that close. Get the 90 feet when you can, and now you're that much closer to scoring a run with 2 outs.
Top of the order, Curiel to the plate. He's 1 for 2 tonight. The first pitch low from Wells will make it 1-0.
Pitch count for Wells up to 76 now. Still no action down in the bullpen.
Hernandez down at third. The 1-0 pitch to Curiel. Swung on, but a tapper foul right side. Evens a count 1-1.
Well, look, with Wells' velocity, I mean, he'll probably have a chance to pitch at the next level, but he's a senior. He's a guy that's, hey, it's all or nothing here. He threw 129 pitches in his last start in a complete game. And
so you're saying he's out there?
I think he's saying, Coach, I'm good. Don't worry about the pitch count. I'm here to finish out my year.
1-1 pitch just missed the outside corner to the left-handed hitter Curiel. That'll move the count 2-1. I'm just being told now on the old wire. Right now the plan is for Rhode Island and DBU to play tonight. Again, that depends on how long this one goes, but that's the plan. The 2-1, another bouncer, but a foul down the first base line.
Are they allowing him to start past 11 o'clock?
Well, I think, again, it has to do with what time this game ends. But
yeah,
I can't blame both DBU and Rhode Island for wanting to play, obviously.
Well, I mean, if you really have to delay 55 minutes between games, I mean, it doesn't seem very likely.
Going to be a late one if they do. 2 outs, runner at third for the Tigers. Curiel at the plate, and the 2-2 pitch. Lifted down the line, but foul will find the seats. Left field way, out of play. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's the game everyone loves to play. Play Scrabble Scratch Off from the lottery. You could win up to $50,000. Pick up Scrabble Scratch Off today. Must be at least 21 to purchase. Hernandez with a leadoff single to the left side. Now he's at third base. Here's the 2-2 to Curiel. Derek swings again, high but foul down the line and left.
Well, it's such an advantage to win the opening game of a regional, as everyone knows. I would say if Dallas Baptist and Rhode Island do not play tonight and they have to play tomorrow, it becomes even more advantageous to win this first game if you're LSU.
I mean, will one of those 2 teams have to play 3 games tomorrow?
No, not 3. Not 3. It would only be 2.
Oh, you're right.
2-2 pitch. Curiel a bouncer, but foul. Handled by Cano at first base. But Curiel still battling. They'll send Hernandez back to third. Still a 2-2 count with 2 down.
Still 2.
Oh, no, absolutely. And LSU or whoever would win this game would only have to play 1. I mean, in the evening, it's
huge advantage.
Huge advantage.
Hernandez, short lead off of third. Curiel back at the plate, the left-handed freshman hitter. Wells, 2-2 pitch. And a lazy swing. Curiel down on strikes. And that'll end it for the Tigers. They'll have to throw down to first, but Martin does so in time for out number 3. So Curiel fooled on that pitch on the off-speed breaking ball. Tigers strand a runner at third. Still a 2-0 lead. We head to the top of the 5th. Arkansas Little Rock comes to the plate when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hello, this is Jan at Toyota.
Hi, Jan. Is now a good time to get a new Toyota?
It is. We like to say your summer starts here at your Toyota dealer. Now through June 2nd, we have a great selection of Camrys, Corollas, Tundras, and more.
Your summer starts here. I'm a pet sitter, and business is way up as people enjoy their new Toyotas. Stop, Sebastian. Goldie is not dinner. Your summer starts here.
Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details.
Toyota, let's go places.
At Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, we know that every great game starts with a perfect field. Our equipment, whether it's a mower or a tractor, we can ensure your grass is always game day ready, so you can focus on making memories. Because at the end of the day, it's more than just a game. It's about the community, the joy, and the LSU traditions. Visit sunequip.com to get the best starting lineup of John Deere equipment. Sunshine is a proud sponsor of LSU Athletics.
Hi, I'm Olivia, an employee at BASF in Louisiana and an LSU Tiger fan. At BASF, we are committed to producing safe and reliable products that you use every day. Through science and innovation, we develop intelligent solutions for our customers and for a sustainable future. Learn more about BASF's products and find career opportunities at basf.us/Louisiana. That's basf.us/Louisiana. BASF, we create chemistry.
Go in the booth with LSU Radio on Facebook and YouTube Live. Back to the Baton Rouge Regional on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Vance Dudley DeBosier stands up for the purple and gold. They fight for Tiger fans all across the great state of Louisiana. Dudley DeBosier, proud to be an official partner of LSU Athletics. NCAA regional play on a Friday night from Alex Box Stadium. LSU and Arkansas Little Rock in Game 1 of this regional. Delayed several hours due to impending weather and lightning delays and the such. We got underway at 7:36 Central Time. It's a 2-0 LSU lead here in the top of the 5th. Cooper Chaplin to lead it off, and the first pitch from Ianson elicits a swing and a miss with a breaking ball, and it's 0-1 to Chaplin, who grounded out to Braswell his first time up back in the second frame.
Yeah, Chaplin probably the best hitter in this lineup, at least by the numbers.
The 0-1 pitch. skips off the top of the plate. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike.
5 homers on the year, 5 doubles, hitting .312 coming into the game.
Here's the 1-1 from Ianson. Missed inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Arkansas Little Rock. 2 hits off Ianson thus far. There's a swing and a miss. Even the count to Chaplin, 2-2. Expecting great crowds here at the box for regional baseball. Even after the long delay, packed house tonight. 2-2 inside, going to catch him. Chaplin hit by a pitch, and the leadoff runner is aboard for the Trojans now. That pitch just got away from Anthony and caught him on the side. So Chaplin aboard. 12 of 17 in stolen bases, so another Anthony will have to keep mindful of now that he's aboard at first base. That'll bring Angel Cano, the first baseman.
Yeah, for a pitcher, there's a couple things that really get under your skin. One's giving up an 0-2 hit. Another is hitting a guy with a breaking ball when you have 2 strikes on him.
First pitch to Cano. It's fouled back into the screen, and it's 0-1.
You're saying hitting him with a breaking ball at all, or just hitting him with a 2-strike pitch?
A little bit of both. Just hit him with a breaking ball.
Yeah. Kind of like, and we're going to hit him. Let's hit him.
Yeah, and with an 0-2 pitch, it's, oh, man, it's just going to have that one back.
Here's the 0-1. Chopper towards the shortstop. Milam could be 2. Flips it to Dickinson. Relay to first in time for the double play.
They're really good, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's a real thing, too. You can have good infielders, and then you can have good middle infielders that work well together. And those 2 guys, Milam and Dickinson, have such good chemistry. They turn a bunch of double plays, and it's just, they talk about the pitcher's best friend. Nobody's happier right now than number 24 on the mound, Anthony Ianson.
Well, let me tell you, when you move from college ball to pro ball, a couple things happen. The wood bat's a big thing, a big transition a lot of guys can't make. The speed of the ball off the bat, right? I know you don't care about it, but more times the ball comes off the bat.
Well, nobody cared about it until about 8 years ago.
That's true.
Keep going.
But what I'm getting at is those 2 guys right there in the middle, they're not going to have a problem transitioning to professional baseball. I mean, they feel the ball like professional baseball players do. Both of them have been incredible to watch this year.
So with 2 down, Cade Goki, I should say, the redshirt junior left-hander, strikeout victim to Ianson his first time up. Will swing at the first pitch, foul it into the screen, and starts him off 0-1.
You talk about the best defense ever in the history of this program. I mean, just for the record, though, several teams have had a 980 fielding percentage.
Swing and a miss by Goki, and Ianson quickly ahead, 0-2.
But never 981.
The 0-2 pitch upstairs missing. Goki not willing to chase, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, when you can move a guy who is a natural shortstop to play third base in Braswell,
and he looks like it too. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
That's a big deal.
Oh my
Off speed and a half-hearted swing by Goki. Down on strikes as Ianson records strikeout number 6 on the night, the double play and a punch out. That'll do it for the Trojans. No runs, no hits, and nobody left on. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Tigers leading 2-0 over Arkansas Little Rock. It'll be Jones, Dickinson, and Brown, 2, 3, and 4. Due up when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Check out Albertsons for You on our mobile app or at Albertsons.com, where you can shop online and save over $300 weekly with digital coupons. Earn reward points every time you shop in-store or online and redeem your points for free groceries. Download the Albertsons app or go to Albertsons.com to start saving. Albertsons, fresh foods, local flavors.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state and beyond.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
Live action continues in the Baton Rouge Regional. This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Fans, find out how you can build a better workday every day with our friends at Cintas. Visit Cintas.com. Get ready for the workday. Jared Jones will lead it off for the Tigers. Jared tonight 1 for 2, had a single with an RBI back in the second inning. Swings at the first pitch and moonshots this one out of play right side. That one almost left the stratosphere. It's 0-1 to Jones. Jackson Wells, starting pitcher, delivers pitch number 85 and misses away, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Jared. The 1-1 pitch. Another big swing high in the air to right field. Circling under it, though, is Goki. Wind carries it a little ways, but he's got it under control for out number 1. Jones retired with a fly ball out to right. That'll get Daniel Dickinson to the plate, who's 0 for 2 tonight. Popped out foul territory first base side in the first. Got a board on a fielder's choice back in the second. See if Dickinson looking to swing away here with 1 out and nobody on. And he is. First pitch missing inside and low for ball 1. Personnel now has convened down in the bullpen, but as we said, nobody up, nobody throwing, everybody just kind of watching the game. The 1-0. That one at the knees for a strike, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike.
I think the buzz show's right. I think this is his game. Senior year, just had a big outing last week. I think this is one of those, hey, big guy, you're taking yourself out of this game when you're ready to come out.
1-1 pitch. Squared to bunt. Pitch is low. He brings it back 2-1.
Well, look, Arkansas Little Rock came into the game with a team ERA of 6.35.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at the bullpen, guys. I mean, everybody they would go to has a 5.5 ERA or greater. So it's like, hey, this is our guy. It's our best we got.
Dickinson sends one deep to left field. The park will not hold this one. Bye-bye baseball. Daniel Dickinson, home run number 11, and the Tigers now lead 3-0.
Bada bing, bada boom. That one was 94 miles an hour off the bat, 356 feet. And not much of a doubt about that one.
Yeah, an offense that's been struggling and only 2 runs coming into this bottom of the 5th, and really feels like LSU's winning a lot more than they are, but kind of get this crowd re-energized, get them back into it. Everybody likes to see the baseball leave the yard, and Dickinson with the solo homer to the left kind of gets everybody back in it a little bit.
Yeah, Ianson has really been the one to keep them engaged, and the defense, of course. Right. One swing of the bat, sometimes all it takes.
Jake Brown stands in. First pitch off speed, catches the outside corner, make it 0-1. Now we got some action starting to throw down in the Trojan bullpen left field way. Jake Brown tonight 1 for 2, an RBI single in the first. He was caught looking last time, guessing on a 2-strike pitch. That pitch missing outside, now 1-1.
Get us some numbers on number 37, Buzz. Katz. That's Brendan Katz down there, 6'5", 215 redshirt junior warming up.
Pitch to Brown, misses high and outside, 2-1.
Yeah, the big righty has a 6.88 ERA. Does have 10 appearances, 1 save, 17 innings, giving up 20 hits, 13 runs, 8 walks, and 14 strikeouts. Opponent's hitting 290 off of him, so that's just getting loose down in the Little Rock bullpen.
Foul off the bat of Brown. Makes it 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, fastball, slider, changeup guy. Fastball will be 87 to 91.
Two-two pitch. Brown swings.
That's trouble.
Lazy fly ball, right center field. Everybody charging in, and a no catch. Wow. By the right fielder, Goki, full Superman, trying to come up with it. May have trapped it, may have just touched it with the glove, and Jake Brown with that speed. Right about the time the ball landed, Brown was at second base.
Yeah, I really love when a player hustles and gets around first base with the ball in the air. He sprinted the whole way again. Young players watching. Jake Brown was probably not happy with how hard he hit that ball. It was a lazy fly ball to center field, but he never stopped sprinting from home plate all the way to second, and that's a double in the scorebook.
Pitching coach Brady Cox now on his way back out to visit with the starter Jackson Wells. So with Ethan Fry coming to the plate, mound visit here for the Trojans. Again, as we told you, a right-hander continuing to throw, now up on the bump down in the bullpen in left field.
Well, to piggyback a little bit what you talked about with Brown, that's how you get doubles too on balls that aren't supposed to be doubles, is you bust it out of the box right away. And Brown, as you said, Doug, he knew right away. He might have heard you up here say that ball's going to be trouble, because he didn't get that double because he sprinted from first to second. He got it from home plate to first and was able to get into second base easily into scoring position with less than 2 outs.
As they continue the meeting on the mound, let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball on the road to Omaha from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network and the LSU Sports mobile app.
A few minutes past the 9 o'clock hour Central Time here in Baton Rouge. Doug Thompson, Buzzy Heidel, Chris Blair here in the booth with you. Adam Gattuso on the 1s and 2s back in the Capital One studio. It's a 3-0 LSU lead. A solo home run by Dickinson here in the bottom of the 5th. Now with 1 out, Jake Brown with a double stands at second as Wells will turn and throw back to check on the runner. Ethan Fry at the plate waiting for the first pitch. Ethan tonight aboard on a walk, left stranded back in the first, and had a fly ball out to left field back in the third. Wells' first pitch to the plate, ground ball to the shortstop. Takes a high hop, Sequine handles the throw, dug out at first by Angel Cano. First baseman with a nice defensive play as Brown stays put at second base, and now there's 2 gone.
Yeah, that's big trouble if Cano's not able to pull that off the dirt. That was a heck of a pick by the Trojans' first baseman. It's like Buzzy Heidel over there.
Well, just catch the short hop, coach. I mean, that's nothing to it. you want the big hop or the short hop? I mean, that's all it is.
Stephen Milam now at the plate with a duck on the pond, and Brown down at second base. And the first pitch comes in low for ball 1.
Yeah, Tigers 2 for 7 this evening with runners in scoring position. Those 2 hits came in the first and second inning.
A 1-0 pitch to Milam. Upstairs, ball 2. Brown with the lead off of second. 2 down, a 3-0 LSU lead. Pitch to Milam, again low for ball 3. Milam aboard on a walk back in the first. He grounded out to Cano at first base unassisted back in the third on a sharply hit ground ball. Setting up outside for the left-handed hitter is Martin. The 3-0 pitch is there. Paints the corner for called strike 1. Wells, the 3-1 pitch. Just missed the inside corner. And Milam will earn the walk for a second time tonight. Puts runners first and second with 2 down. We'll get Luis Hernandez a chance to hit here in the top, or rather bottom of the 5th inning.
Well, we got a second, boys. Want to give a shout out to young Tiger fan Nicholas Poneff watching.
Yeah.
Nick Poneff, an old teammate of mine, son, watching. It's his birthday, and he's watching and listening to us. And down at his fishing camp, catching a lot of fish down there, too, for his birthday. So happy birthday, Nicholas. We love you.
Happy birthday indeed. Hernandez, 1 for 2, had a leadoff single in the 4th, left stranded in 3rd. Stand here now with runners first and second. He'll swing and miss at the first offering, off speed, 0-1.
Might be a name to remember a few years from now. I bet a kid with the name Nicholas Poneff probably swing it a little bit.
Yeah, oh yeah. The pedigree is there.
Yeah, for sure.
Here's the 0-1 to Hernandez. Swing, ground ball, scoots along the infield to the shortstop. Seguin comes up, throws to first in time for out number 3. But the Tigers add to their lead thanks to the solo shot from Daniel Dickinson. 1 run on 2 hits. Tigers leave 2 men on. We head to the top of the 6th with a 3-0 LSU lead. Back to the box after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
It's 4 in the morning when the roaches are on. You need the Bingo roach spray.
Get ready for a bug-free Louisiana summer with Bingo Pest Control products. Our best-in-class indoor and outdoor solutions are powerful enough to eliminate those never-ending bugs, guaranteed. Visit bingo.com or call 833-GO-BINGO. Bingo keeps pests gone.
If you're tired of trying, you should be buying the famous Bingo roach spray.
Join the school with the winning track record in education. With LSU Online and Continuing Education, choose from over 150 degrees, certificates, and courses designed to match your specific goals. Earn the same on-campus degree from anywhere, with flexible learning options tailored to your needs. You'll call the plays. Start your journey to success today at online.lsu.edu.
Hey Tiger fans, no game day is complete without Noel Spirits from Noel Family Distillery. Founded by a father-daughter duo, Noel Family Distillery is the only Louisiana distillery offering authentic tequila. Their additive-free tequila captures the spirit of Louisiana, creating a spirits experience worthy of the Tigers and their loyal fans across the country. Noel Tequila is proud to be the official tequila of LSU Athletics. Enjoy Noel Tequila at the box or grab a bottle of your own at many fine retailers. Learn the unique Noel Distillery story at noeldistillery.com.
Powerhouse postseason baseball. The LSU Fighting Tigers in the Baton Rouge Regional on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
We're back. Top of the 6th inning. Arkansas Little Rock coming to the plate. They trail LSU by a score of 3-0. Will be the left fielder Reed Wilbanks at the bottom of the order to start things here for the Trojans. Anthony Ianson continues his work on the mound. First delivery missing away for ball 1-0. Wilbanks tonight, his first at bat, ground out 4-3. Daniel Dickinson back in the 3rd, or rather 2nd inning. Check that, 3rd inning. Got some personnel for the Tiger bullpen making their way down to right field. Ianson again, just 63 pitches thrown thus far in the starting role for the Tigers. 1-0 to Wilbanks. Off speed, down the middle for a strike at the belt, and it's 1-1. One pitch. Missed low and away, 2-1. One delivery. Low and inside, just above the shoe tops. That'll make it 3-1 now. Wilbanks ahead in the count.
Right down the middle here.
3-1 delivery. Indeed, right down the pipe. Fills the count 3-2.
I think you got to do it again.
Ionson's payoff delivery is a fastball down the middle. Ground ball handled by Braswell at third. Pumps and throws to first in time. Smooth as silk for the Tiger third baseman.
It really is.
One away.
I was with Coach Bertman yesterday, and he was talking about Braswell at third base, how really unbelievable he is over there. And, you know, I said, Coach, it's almost like he's played shortstop for a few years in the SEC. I mean, what a blessing to have him over there, and not only over there, but be willing to move over there in his fourth year. He's got 3 years under his belt at shortstop, and his attitude was wherever I'm needed to help us win, which is what you're looking for.
Alex Seguin atop the order takes the first pitch. Breaking ball misses low and away, and it's 1-0. Seguin tonight, a couple of strikeouts, one looking, one swinging. Ianson with a half dozen so far. The 1-0. Fastball just maybe a tad low, a bit outside. It's 2-0.
Folks went down to the bullpen, but no one tossing just yet.
Strike from Ianson makes it 2-1 now to Seguin. Pitch from Ianson, swung on and fouled out of play right side. Evens a count 2-2. Things certainly will heat up this summer, but fans, whenever you're ready to cool it down, you can always count on Slow Melt Ice. Since 1997, providing packaged ice for industrial and retail businesses in South Louisiana. Check them out online at slowmeltice.com. 2-2 from Ianson. Again, sent foul. Right side keeps the count 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Ionson's up to 73 pitches now.
Two delivery. Breaking ball, swing, straight down, foul into the plate. Still 2-2.
Barely got a piece of that one.
Taking a little extra time after the foul. Seguin steps back in from the right side. The 2-2 pitch from Ianson. Swing and a miss. Swings right over the top, did Seguin, and that's strikeout number 7 for Anthony Ianson, and 2 gone here in the top of the 6th.
Yeah, that is the 3rd strikeout for Seguin. He is probably hoping that Anthony Ianson is not in the game if he's able to hit again.
3-0 our score, LSU leading. Run in the first, run in the second, and the solo home run from Dickinson in the bottom of the 5th. 3 runs on 7 Bingo Pest Product base hits. Here's Zach Henry. First pitch from Ianson upstairs for ball 1. Henry aboard on a walk back in the first. Caught in a rundown between second and third to end that inning. Strikeout victim last time in the 4th. Left-handed hitter awaits Ianson's 1-0 pitch. Swing, and he goes around. They appeal, but the home plate umpire doesn't need it. Unable to hold back, and it's 1-1. Umpires, by the way, we mentioned Mike Morris behind the plate, Robert Nunez at first, Grady Smith at second, Matt Anderson down the line at third. Here's the 1-1. Fouled off the bat, third base side. Now Ianson ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I'm feeling strikeout number 8 here.
What's your pitch du jour on this 1-2?
Let's see, 1-2, just threw a curveball.
I'm an elevated fastball.
Let's go with a fastball up. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll go with Buzzy.
I'm with you there.
Ianson's 1-2 pitch.
Or down.
Went down. No chase by Henry, and that'll even the count 2-2.
Now I think Uncle Charlie's coming again. Buzz?
Yeah, I like it. Overhand curveball.
Here we go.
2 outs, nobody on. Here's the 2-2. Just missed the inside corner at 92, which will fill the count, bring the Boo Birds out here at the box.
That was over the plate for sure. Might have been a hair below the knees, but it was close. Very close.
So a payoff delivery with 2 outs. Ianson fires. Little chopper back to the mound. Ianson hesitates momentarily, fires, but not in time. Henry, according to the first base umpire, beats it out. Little hesitation by Ianson on the pickup with the bare hand. That gave the window for Henry to arrive safely with 2 outs.
Well, it chopped up high, probably about 20, 25 feet in the air, and when it hit the ground, it just stuck. And Ianson, I don't think expected it to just stick in the ground. I think he expected a little bit of a bounce. He had to bend all the way over to picking it up from a dead stop, and you got to give some credit there to Zach Henry, who was hustling down the line.
Yeah, Bustin, that was one of those things where Hernandez probably needed to take charge a little more, but it was kind of a no-man's land ball there.
Ryan Geck to the plate. First pitch. Going to be a base hit up the middle into center field. Henry this time is going to put on the brakes quickly at second base.
Yeah, already made that mistake once.
So with 2 outs now, Trojans a little 2-out rally here in the top of the 6th. Runners first and second. That'll bring Ty Rhodes, who, by the way, just happens to be 2 for 2 with a couple of singles tonight. 1 in the first, 1 in the fourth. So Ianson not quite out of the woods here with a 3-0 lead, even with 2 outs in the top half of the 6th inning.
Yeah, having a good day, and he's leading the team in home runs as well.
Here comes Nate Yeske to talk it over. This is the first real threat of the game Anthony Ianson and this defense has faced. It's the first time, actually, that they've had more than one base runner on the bases at one time.
So Coach Yeske brings in the infield, talks it over with Hernandez and Ianson on the bump here. 2 outs, top of the 6th, the 3-0 LSU lead. A reminder, don't let air conditioner outages keep you on the bench this summer. Text the words home run to 31996 and get a $59 AC system check from AccuTemp Services, proud partner of LSU Athletics. Arkansas Little Rock scoreless on 4 hits tonight off of Anthony Ianson. Tigers lead 3-0 on 3 runs from 7 hits.
Well, a ball in the gap here can make this real interesting. A ball up and elevated could
can we not even
could make it real fun.
Yeah,
why not? I mean, this is great baseball.
Sometimes I wonder.
Well, you wanted to start the water boy today. We went with Ianson, which was obviously the right decision.
Ty Rhodes stands in. The pitch to the left-hander. High chop towards first. Jones going to field it. He'll flip it to Ianson, who steps on the bag for out number 3. So the Trojans empty-handed in the top of the 6th. No runs on 2 hits. They leave 2 men on. We go to the bottom of the 6th with a 3-0 Tiger lead. LSU will have Braswell, Stanfield, top of the order, Curiel when we come back on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
LSU Tiger fans are gearing up with real Tigers apparel and merchandise from the official online store at lsushop.net. Get jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, official team merchandise from Nike, accessories, and much more. Over 3,600 products, all shipped right to your door. Head to the place real Tiger fans go for the selection only real Tiger fans get at lsushop.net.
Hey, LSU fans, you're invited to Louisiana's largest casino resort, Coshada. Coshada Casino Resort has the largest and most spacious gaming floor in the Lake Charles area, with thousands of the newest slots, over 55 table games, live bingo and off-track betting, plus 3 beautiful hotels, delicious Cajun cuisine, and the #1 rated golf course in Louisiana. Coshada Casino Resort is proud to support LSU. Go Tigers!
Action continues in the Baton Rouge Regional on the road to Omaha for LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
3-0 ball game, LSU leading. Tigers come to the plate here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 3 runs on 7 hits, including that solo home run, 91st of the year for the Tigers. Came off the bat of Daniel Dickinson there in the bottom of the 5th inning.
It looks like a new pitcher in now for, I think that's a new pitcher. Yep, that's definitely a new pitcher. They went to the bullpen. They brought in Brendan Katz. Buzzy told you a little bit about him. I'll go back over it here. Katz comes into this game with a 6.88 ERA and 10 appearances this year. He's worked 17 innings, allowed 20 hits, 13 runs. He has 8 walks, 14 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .290. That fastball, again, will get up to 91 miles an hour. He'll throw a slider and a changeup.
Michael Braswell III to lead it off for the Tigers. Michael tonight 0 for 1. Right-hander digs in. Face Brendan Katz, the new right-handed hurler for the Trojans. And the first pitch on its way. Belt high. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1.
I gotta tell you too, Doug, you tip your hat to Wells.
Yeah, he really did.
Man, he did everything you asked. You always hear, like, your starting pitcher should keep your team in the game, give your team a chance to win, all those things. Wells definitely did that tonight.
The 0-1 pitch, missing a bit upstairs and outside. That'll even the count to Brazzy, 1-1.
Final line for Wells, he went 5 innings, gave up 7 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts through 103 pitches, and nice end to probably will be his last start of his career.
This pitch inside, make it now 2-1 to Braswell.
Yeah, this is a thrill for Brendan Katz. He's from not far from here, Pearl River, Louisiana. Had a great outing in the conference tournament, went 2 innings, no hits, no runs allowed.
2-1, sharply hit, ground ball, nice backhand by Sequine. It's short, the throw a little high, but Cano, a big target, brings it down for out number 1 on the 6-3 ground out. With Braswell retired, that'll bring Chris Stanfield to the plate. Stanny 1 for 2, had that single and scored a run in the second. Tried to go back down the left field line, but a good play by Ty Rhodes on a 5-3 ground out for Stanfield back in the 4th. Squaring to bunt, pitch is high and inside. Stanfield brings it back, steps out, and it's 1-0. Little Rock dugout, desperately trying to get instructions to Goki out in right field. Eventually, about 7 from the dugout, able to get him aligned properly. That pitch missing outside. It's 2-0.
Starting to see, it's like Chase Shore's starting to get loose down in the bullpen for the Tigers.
2-0 the count to Stanfield. Pitch from Katz. Again, high and inside, off speed. Now 3-0. Katz 3-0 pitch. Missed inside, and Stanfield reach base for a second time tonight on a 1-out walk. Katz giving up his 9th base on balls on the year.
Yeah, 9 walks, 17 innings pitched. Look at all the, I don't know if that's new. I haven't noticed it this season, but the cell phone lights when Curiel's coming up.
Yeah, a little slow jam.
Did that start? That's new, right?
I haven't seen it.
That's semi-new. You're right, Doug.
I've seen it all year.
Curiel
I hate it, though.
at the plate. And a throw over to keep an eye on Stanfield again, who's 5 of 6 in stolen bases. Stanfield comes off to me as not really a true base stealer as much as LSU likes to use him in situations with hit and run, especially with Curiel there at the plate. We shall see. And another turn and throw to first. Stanfield with a hit first slide back safely.
Yeah, when we heard at the beginning of the year this would be a more aggressive team on the base pass, they are. But not necessarily when it comes to stealing bases in terms of attempts, I guess I would say.
Yeah, it's more take the extra base,
right.
read the ball in the dirt.
Curiel rips into this one to right field, going back, comes off the wall in right center. Stanfield going to be waved around. The throw goes to second. Now they'll try the relay home. The throw not in time. Stanfield safe with a head first slide. That'll make it 4-0. Little Rock comes out. They want to challenge the call at home plate.
They can challenge it all they want. That hand was in there.
You
Doug.
think? You think?
Naked eye, I'm going to go safe. I'm not great percentages this year. You can go back and check the tapes. I think he got the hand in there.
I want him to be safe so bad, but I think I had him out. We got it on the ultra slow-mo here, and Buzzy's right. Looks like he got that hand in.
Yeah,
awesome.
He led with the left hand.
Arkansas Little Rock is challenging the safe ruling at home. play is under review.
This ain't going to take
with
long.
I don't know. Roar of thunder, we're told we go under review. Brought to you by Acme Oyster House. So the umpiring crew two of the umpiring crew will slap on the headsets and talk with replay. But I think Buzzy got it right in real time. Again, the throw came into second. And then a pretty good throw to the plate coming in from second base, but a better slide by Stanfield. And I think it'll be 4-0. This call will stand.
And that's the example of being more aggressive on the base pass right there. It was close. I think you're right. The hand got in. But by the way, let's not forget that ball was peppered off the bat of Curiel.
That was a great swing. His best swing in a couple weeks for sure.
107 off the bat, 371. It hit the bottom of the wall out there in right center field.
And we've seen several angles. The other two umpires are watching the replay on the video board. I think they would agree. And we're still under review, and they're talking it over with the headsets. But I feel pretty confident, and I normally don't when it comes to replays, but it looked like every angle we looked at, Stanfield able to get that left hand in on the plate before the tag applied.
Well, if you're looking at Stanfield in the dugout, you feel pretty good. He seems pretty confident.
Home plate umpire Mike Morris will let us know.
After review, the call at the plate is confirmed. The runner is safe.
Stanfield safe.
Arkansas Little Rock has one challenge remaining.
And it's 4-0 LSU. As Curiel. What were we talking about earlier? Him slumping at the plate?
Yeah,
he has
being
come to
tired
play
or
here,
something like that.
Here in the postseason. Curiel now 2 for 4. Gets the RBI. And it's 4-0 with 1 out. And Derek stands down at second with Jared Jones coming to the plate.
The kid's not tired. He's 18 years old. There's no way he's tired. Hitting is like that. You just don't hit 375 all season. I mean, you're going to have some peaks and valleys.
Jones 1 for 3 tonight, had an RBI single, and now Cat's going to turn and throw back to second. Curiel easily back to the bag. Reset the pitch clock. Jared Jones takes a stroll around home plate, now digs back in from the right side. Pitch to Jones. In there for a strike on the inner part of the plate, and it's 0-1 to the Bears. In the wind blowing strongly, for the most part left to right towards the Intimidator. At times swirling winds. Here's the 0-1. Missed outside, evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Doug. Shores now on the mound in the bullpen, getting hot, I would say, in LSU's bullpen. Arkansas Little Rock, a little more action starting to stir down in their bullpen. Nobody throwing quite yet, but a lot of stretching going on.
Let Jones hit this ball in the bleachers. That'll change.
Runner at second, 1 down. Here's the 1-1. Say painted the outside corner at the belt, 1-2.
All right, that's a good take. Can't do much with that pitch anyway. Tip your hat.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Jones. Again, Martin, the catcher, going to set up outside to the right-hander. Cat's 1-2 pitch is there, and it's a swing and a miss by Jones down on strikes for the second out of the inning. Brandon Katz out of the bullpen for the Trojans with his first strikeout on the night. And a big second out if you're Arkansas Little Rock.
That was a frisbee pitch, man. That thing kind of just spun a lot. Really, the change of speed, I think, got Jared Jones more than the break of the pitch.
The old frisbee.
Kind of just spinning up there for a while, but again, it was more the change of speeds than the actual depth of the break of the pitch.
Dickinson at the plate, a solo home run back in the 5th inning. Again, his 11th on the year. Takes the first delivery, a called strike, and it's 0-1. Again, Derek Curiel down at second base, 2 down, a 4-0 LSU lead. The 0-1. Dickinson swings again. This one left field way, and it's gone! Just over the fence out in left field. Daniel Dickinson, back-to-back at-bats. Home run. This one a 2-run variety, and the Tigers now lead 6-0.
Like that might have landed in the same seat as the first one that he hit almost a carbon copy. Daniel Dickinson fired up coming across home plate. Tigers lead now 6-0.
96 miles an hour off the bat, and I got to tell you, the arc on the way down got me a little nervous. But it was able to get over the fence for his second home run of the night, 12th of the year. And the Tigers now lead 6-0.
Yeah, hanging breaking pitch over the middle of the plate. And Doug, you just missed it by one batter. You called it on Jones.
Yeah, I smelled it.
You knew it was in the air. That's absolutely right. And Dickinson just picked
I really
you up.
do think the same kid caught that ball too. Having a good night out there, 2 homers.
Did he bring the glove to the ball yard? He did, didn't he?
No, I'm pretty sure that kid is the star of the left field landing right now.
Jake Brown swings at the first pitch, bobbled at second base by Chaplin. The throw to first, not in time. Brown again hustling down the line. Let's see if Arkansas Little Rock wants to challenge this one. They only have 1 remaining.
I wouldn't.
No, and another example of Jake Brown. That's more impressive than the double the previous at-bat where he busted it out of the box. That was a routine ground ball to the second baseman, and he never checked up and was able to beat that out on a semi-bobble by the second baseman.
Tell kids all the time, there's only one speed on a base pass. There's no such thing as anything but sprinting from one point to the next.
Well, it's the whole control which you can control, right? You can put a good swing on a ball, hit it right at somebody, but you can't control whether you catch it. You can control how fast you run down the line, and Jake Brown was getting it down the line. He's absolutely safe.
He was safe.
Throw over to keep an eye on him at first base. Ethan Fry at the plate awaiting the first pitch. Here it comes from Katz. Off speed, a strike to make it 0-1. Ethan tonight, born on a walk. Back in the first inning, left stranded when the Tigers loaded up the bases, but came away with just 1 run in that frame. Fly ball out and a ground out his last 2 at bats. Here's the 0-1. Inside corner. Off speed. Caught the zone. It's 0-2.
Got left-hander Cooper Williams now getting loose down in LSU's bullpen, along with Jacob Myers starting to stretch out a little bit. So a couple LSU Tigers, different LSU Tigers than Chase Shores getting loose.
Shores down.
2 outs, the 0-2 to Fry. Breaking ball down in the dirt, gets away from Cade Martin, and Jake Brown will cruise easily into second base. So the Tigers again with a runner in scoring position.
And as predicted, there's a right-hander. Looks like a sidewinder actually starting to warm up down in that Trojan bullpen. Get you a number on him as soon as we can.
Tigers 6 runs on 9 Bingo Pest Product base hits, including 2 round trippers from Daniel Dickinson. A solo shot in the 5th. And a 2-run bomb, both to left field. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The 1-2 to Fry. Fastball low, and it's now 2-2 to Ethan.
That right-hander is Josh Beasley, another senior. Transfer out of National Park College.
2 balls, 2 strikes, runner at second with 2 down. The deuce is wild here. The pitch to Fry, able to hold back. Checks his swing on a pitch away, and it's now a full count, 3-2. Katz, the tall right-hander, comes set. And the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Off-speed delivery, and Fry couldn't find it. Down on strikes for the first time tonight. Katz records his 2nd strikeout. But the Tigers add 3 runs. On a couple of hits, they leave 1 man on. Daniel Dickinson with his 2nd home run of the night. A 2-run variety to the left. And it's now 6-0 LSU. We head to the top of the 7th in Game 1 of the NCAA Regional from Baton Rouge. 6-0 Tigers lead on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, Tiger fans. Need funds to help with your financial situation? Republic Finance is a proud partner of LSU Athletics and has served the SEC area since 1952. Check out our loan options to see how we may help you. Visit a local branch or get pre-qualified online at republicfinance.com/tigers.
Not all consumers are eligible to apply online. Secured loans are available exclusively in branch and have collateral and insurance requirements. Standard loan terms, rates, and fees apply based on your state. All loans are subject to approval pursuant to standard underwriting criteria. Not all consumers will qualify. For more information, call 833-907-1737.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state and beyond.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
It's go time. The most sought-after pregame ticket in Baton Rouge can be yours with Revelry, the gold standard of full-service tailgating. Grab your lucky jersey and hat. We'll handle all the rest. Let our winning team take care of your team. Stand right up and roar for more. Tigers that snooze, lose. So reserve your turnkey space for football season while they last. Revelry, the official tailgate partner of LSU Athletics. Visit revelryteam.com today. It's go time.
Back to live coverage of the Baton Rouge Regional. On the road to Omaha, this is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
You know it well, serving the world's best baby back ribs, fresh seafood, Cajun-inspired comfort food. That's TJ Ribs, where baseball fans go to celebrate. Located at 2324 South Acadian Thruway. Top of the 7th inning, latter innings here in Game 1 of the NCAA Regional in Baton Rouge. LSU now leading 6-0. As Anthony Ianson back out there to start his 7th inning of work. First delivery to Cade Martin, the leadoff hitter, missed for ball 1. 1-0 pitch misses low. Now 2 balls, no strikes to Martin, who's 0 for 2 tonight, batting in the 5 spot. Hitting .305. Ianson's pitch to the right-hander, this time across the plate to make it 2-1. Ianson now with 86 pitches thrown. As we told you, a couple of relievers up and tossing in the bullpen for the Tigers. Here's the 2-1. And opposite field just gets by Dickinson at second base. Bounces its way into right center. As Martin has his first hit of the night and the leadoff man aboard for the Trojans here in the top of the 7th inning.
Yeah, perfect scenario would be, Ianson throws a complete game. You don't waste anybody in the bullpen, and LSU gets the win moving into tomorrow. But, still a lot of action down in LSU's bullpen with Jacob Myers and Cooper Williams getting loose. Williams, the left-hander. Of course, Myers, the big right-hander.
See Cooper Chaplin, the second baseman. Junior left-handed hitter. He's 0 for 1. He did reach base hit by a pitch on a 2-strike count back in the 5th inning. Ianson fires, first pitch, little soft bouncer behind the second base bag. Look at Stephen Milam make the play, throw to first to get Chaplin. His only opportunity to record the out. What a play. Just sprints his way behind the bag, takes it on the high hop, and then a great throw to Jones. And we talked all night tonight about the middle infield, Dickinson and Milam. What's impressed me most about Milam, and maybe I noticed it more this year with the move to shortstop, is his quick release from glove to throwing hand and how quickly, like a BB, it comes out.
Well, they always say the good infielders have that internal time clock. They know when to get rid of the baseball. You don't always have to have the best arm. You just got to know when to get rid of it. Milam's got both. He's got a good arm, but he's got better instincts and better hands.
Cano swings at the first pitch, ground ball to Braswell at third. He looks the runner back, and a great throw to Jones across the diamond, records out number 2. It's so funny. We have talked in the early part of the year, middle part of the season, we felt like Kate Anderson and Anthony Ianson were going to be that 1-2 punch. Where are the other arms? We've talked about the offense, peaks and valleys. It's amazing that we haven't talked enough about the defense until tonight because they have been so spectacular. We've kind of taken it for granted.
Well, and right there, the one knock you hear people say when you talk about Miles, not his hands, not his feet, it's his range. He fielded that ball a solid 12 feet to the right of second base and made it look pretty dang easy.
Still leaves a runner at second base, though, with 2 down. Sammy Harris now will come in to pinch hit. And Harris swings and fouls it down the left field line.
Well, and also, Chris, defense, it's like anything. Defense is not really fun to talk about. It's fun to talk about balls leaving the yard. It's fun to talk about strikeouts. Defense is kind of boring. But when you play good defense, that's what that keeps you in a lot of baseball games. And LSU's always in baseball games because, again, they pitch it pretty well and they catch the ball behind them.
High chop near the mound, left side. Ianson picks it up with a glove. They'll say the fastball throw to first, not in time. Harris, the pinch hitter, According to our first base umpire, Robert Nunez is safe at first. Now LSU is going to throw a challenge up as the umpires now will meet right of the mound, and that was a bang-bang play in real time. We'll get a chance to see a replay.
Just listen, Buzzy's saying he's out, but I thought it was as bang as it comes. I think he's out, Buzz.
Yeah.
Just listen. I'm locked in. I don't know what else to tell you guys.
LSU is challenging the call safe at first base. The play
I'm just
is under
telling
review.
you. Well,
so we go under review once again. Arkansas Little Rock put a challenge on the play at the plate. That was confirmed safe for Stanfield earlier in the game, and now LSU will throw the challenge out with runners first and third as the play is called on the field. So another review brought to you by Acme Oyster House. And again, looking at the slow-mo review, I think Buzzy's right.
Here's the thing. I got to give him credit because he's been wrong so much this year. But both times, Buzzy's actually made the call here in the press box live in real time, and he's been right both times. Safe at home.
By the way,
out at first base.
How about Ianson with that play? And if you talk to Jay Johnson, he talks about Anthony Ianson being one of the best athletes on the team.
I was just about to say, can we give it up for the pitcher on the athleticism?
Very good, very athletic play, no doubt.
So the review is over. We'll get the call coming up.
And why is that a surprise that the pitcher is one of the most athletic guys on the team?
Mike Morris will turn on the microphone.
After review, the call at first will be overturned. The runner's out. I'm sorry, out. LSU has retained their challenge. LSU has 2 challenges.
That'll end the inning. Great play by the Tiger defense once again. Took review, but it will be out number 3. So the Trojans again empty-handed in the top of the 7th inning. Still a 6-0 LSU lead as the Tigers come to the plate. 6, 7, and 8 due up. Milam, Hernandez, and Braswell. 6-0 Tigers lead here on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tiger fans, this is Eddie Kennison, former LSU football wide receiver. If you know me, you know I'm all about making big plays.
Tigers win! Tigers win!
That's why I joined the team at LSU Sports Properties. Our goal here is to help businesses make big plays both on and off the field. If you want to give your brand that competitive edge and be a part of the biggest stage in college sports, give the corporate sponsorship team at LSU Athletics a call. Your brand, our fans. Utilize the power of LSU Athletics to promote your business and sponsor LSU Athletics today. Call 225-578-2788. Go Tigers.
There's danger out there. It lurks on highways and quiet neighborhood streets. It's more likely to kill you than a shark and more terrifying than the biggest snake. Distracted driving claims lives every day. Every notification, swipe, social post, video, or selfie while driving risks your life. So while you might think public speaking or the zombie apocalypse is scary, what's really terrifying and even deadly is distracted driving. Eyes forward, don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state and beyond.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
The 7th inning stretch, presented by Coushatta Casino Resort, Louisiana's best bet. Now, back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
6-0 our score. LSU leading here in Game 1 of the NCAA Regional in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Game delayed, originally set for a 2 p.m. Central Time first pitch. But the threat of weather, a few lightning strikes pushed it back. Again, we're working to find out whether or not Dallas Baptist and Rhode Island will attempt to play tonight. Again, we're approaching the 10 o'clock hour.
I just don't see how they can.
Stephen Milam will lead it off for LSU. Milam aboard on a couple of walks tonight. Some absolute web gems on the diamond. First delivery from the new pitcher, Josh Beasley, for Arkansas Little Rock will miss outside. It's 1-0.
And what I'm saying is I don't see how they can, if there really is a mandatory 55-minute break between games and they really can't start past 11 o'clock. If those two things are true, I don't see how they can start that game.
Doug told you earlier, as Beasley was warming up in the bullpen, little sidewinder, the right-hander misses on the 1-0 pitch outside again to Milam, now 2-0.
Yeah, Beasley from way down under. 5'9", 165-pounder.
2-0 delivery. Missed high and outside, now 3-0.
Beasley making his 21st appearance of the year, enters with a 10.5 ERA. In 21 1/3, he's allowed 33 hits, 25 runs. He has 17 walks and 14 strikeouts.
3 balls, no strikes to Milam, leading things off here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Beasley's pitch down the middle at the belt for a strike to make it 3-1. Milam with the take on. By the way, I may consider just getting us a wireless mic configuration to have Buzzy down on the field so that they can save time for these replays.
They don't have to go back to the booth.
It's all about saving time over these last couple of years, making the games a little shorter.
The 3-1 launched in the air, down the line, left field way, and this one is a fair ball down in the corner. Milam easily with a stand-up double to lead it off here in the bottom of the 7th inning, and the monster is coming alive. He's reached base 3 times tonight. Milam adds another double to the ledger. And the Tigers with a great start here.
Wow, that ball again, below the knees, right off the outside corner of the plate. Milam just went down there and slapped it down the left field line. By the way, into the wind, and that one had a chance to get out of here. Landed at 322 feet, about 8 feet shy of a home run down the left field line. Nice piece of hitting there.
Hernandez stands in. Luis tonight 1 for 3. Had a single back in the 4th, left stranded at 3rd. First delivery from the sidearm. Delivery from Beasley is a called strike to make it 0-1. Milam will take his lead off of second. It's a 6-0 lead. The Tigers now with double-digit Bingo Pest Product base hits. They have 10. Showing bunt is Hernandez. That pitch is in for a strike. Luis didn't quite agree, but it's 0-2.
Got to touch it here. Got to put it in play.
Beasley turns and throws back to second.
Tiger fans don't like when they do that.
No, they don't.
They don't like the inside move to.
They don't like the 3rd throw to first, and they don't like any throw to second.
No, they don't.
Here's the 0-2, possibly, from Beasley. On its way, way outside. Ball 1, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, they've got a right-hander up and throwing for the Trojans.
And Chris, you know, something I noticed here on the monitor, Dallas Baptist is actually on the U high field out to left field. They're starting to stretch and warm up.
1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Hernandez down on strikes.
Yeah, they're not doing that because they think they're not playing.
Well, part of the 55-minute break in between games is so the players can warm up. Of course, they need to get the field ready too. So I'm wondering if they're trying to mitigate that time as much as possible and flip this thing around within 20 minutes or so to start by 11. If you're Dallas Baptist or you're Rhode Island, you want to play this game tonight at all costs.
And again, another throw back to second. Milam back easily. Is 1 out. Michael Braswell to the plate. Michael tonight 0 for 2. One out here in the bottom of the 7th. A 6-0 LSU lead. Pitch to the plate. Misses outside. That'll make it 1-0 to Michael Braswell, the 3rd.
With Beasley now in the game, give you the final line on Cats. Went 1 inning of work, gave up 2 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts.
There's a strike to Braswell. For Beasley will even the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Milam with the leadoff double down at second base. And again, Beasley turn and throw back as Milam trying to catch his attention with a kind of a delayed steal look once he starts. Again, with that side-winding motion, he's just simply turning and throwing to second base. Here's the 1-1 to the plate. Braswell fouls it back into the screen. Now falls behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fans help shape the future of medicine with Velocity Clinical Research. Participants can receive compensation, access new potential medicines, and get free study-related exams. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. One ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. Runner at second. Braswell will swing. Little lazy fly ball to center field. It's going to drop down and get by a diving Henry. Going to be backed up by Goki, but Milam easily around third will come in to score. And an RBI double for Michael Braswell. His 6th double of the year, and that'll make it 7-0 LSU.
That's 2 flare doubles now for the Tigers. Balls that land in front of the center fielder. Not a terrible decision there from Zach Henry to dive for that ball because of the angle it was coming in. It wasn't going to go too far, but actually he was probably not close enough to dive, but you got to respect the hustle and the effort there.
Well, the only thing is you probably save a run if you keep it in front of you, although Milam was off the bag enough. He was kind of reading that he thought it was going to fall as well, but you're right, 2 flare doubles, and LSU's getting a little more insurance here as the game goes on.
Little pinch hit here.
Yeah, you hear the crowd roar. Josh Pearson, senior member of this LSU team, going to come in to pinch hit in the 9 spot for Stanfield. The veteran left-hander will dig in with 1 out, and again a runner in scoring position. The Tigers up 7-0 now.
Let's go, JP.
Beasley will come set, look back to second, and turn and throw. Braswell not a stolen base attempt. That certainly will bring out the Boo Birds here at the box.
Now we've seen Josh Pearson in this pinch hit role several times, and I'll tell you, more times than not, he likes that first pitch. See if he jumps on this one.
First pitch, swings, pops it up behind second base. The shortstop, Seguin, left of the bag, will make the play for the 2nd out.
Yeah, he's not window shopping up there.
No, sir.
Doug. I mean,
nope.
he's getting a pitch anywhere around the plate, and he's ready to swing. I love it.
Me too. If you're asking me to pinch hit, I'm going to swing it.
Now back to the top of the order, Darren Curiel. Once again, here comes the light show.
I love
the
it.
Fans.
I love it. I hope they do it the next 3 years.
Do we keep the same walkout song, though?
Hey, you know what? I tell you what, that song is everywhere around the Little League ballparks.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah, across Louisiana. There's an intentional walk.
Chris Curry, the head coach from Arkansas Little Rock, coming out waving his hands, trying to get the attention of the umpires that he wanted to intentionally walk Curiel to put force play on the diamond, but that'll bring Jared Jones to the plate. So
that's the first time anybody's ever intentionally walked someone to get to the big fella in his life.
Well, we're figuring side armor, sinker baller. Maybe we can keep it down in the zone.
No, I get the reason, but I don't know that anybody's ever walked someone to get to Jared Jones in his life. Maybe he's a little more fired up in this at bat.
We'll see how it plays out here with 2 outs. Now runners first and second on the intentional walk to Curiel. Jones coming to the plate. 1 for 4 tonight with an RBI single back in the 2nd inning. The first delivery. Sidearm misses outside from Beasley, and it's 1-0. Tigers 7 runs on 11 hits tonight. Trojans scoreless on 5 hits and 1 error. The 1-0 from Beasley. That one down the middle, just below the belt. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Jones. Braswell takes his lead off second. Curiel likewise, nobody holding him on with 2 outs, takes a lengthy lead off of first. Here's the 1-1. Jones swings high in the air to right field. Going back is Goki to the track, but he's got room and makes the play for out number 3. Quite a ride given by Jones, but the Tigers again add a run to make it a 7-0 ball game after 7 here at the box. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Trojans coming to the plate. Bottom of the order, Will Banks, followed by Seguin and Henry. As Anthony Ianson already out there ready to go to start his 8th inning of work. We'll return to the box in a moment. 7-0 Tigers on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, LSU fans, you're invited to Louisiana's largest casino resort, Coshada. Coshada Casino Resort has the largest and most spacious gaming floor in the Lake Charles area, with thousands of the newest slots, over 55 table games, live bingo and off-track betting, plus 3 beautiful hotels, delicious Cajun cuisine, and the #1 rated golf course in Louisiana. Coshada Casino Resort is proud to support LSU. Go Tigers!
Looking to make your next corporate event, church festival, or school field day the best one yet? Well, look no further than Grayson's Events and Entertainment. They have it all, from carnival rides to mechanical bulls, inflatables, and much more. They truly are your one-stop shop for all your party and event rental needs. Give them a call at 225-436-6520 and use promo code RADIO25 on your next order at Grayson'sEventsEntertainment.com. Louisiana's best event specialist. You won't be disappointed.
Hey Tiger fans, are you ready to roar? Oxbow Rum Distillery is the official rum for LSU Athletics. Our cane to glass rum is made just 2 miles north of Tiger Stadium. We handcraft every drop from our own Louisiana sugarcane, all grown right across the river. So whether you're tailgating at the stadium or dropping by our tasting room for a tour and cocktail, you'll be keeping it local. Visit Oxbow Rum Distillery, open Thursday to Sunday, noon to 6. Go Tigers!
This is LSU Baseball on the road to Omaha. Back to the action in the Baton Rouge Regional. Once again, here are Buzzy, Doug, and Chris on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Top of the 8th inning. LSU leading Arkansas Little Rock 7-0. The Trojans to the plate. Reed Wilbanks swings at the first pitch from Ianson. Sends a fly ball out to center field. Now Derek Curiel roaming center field with Stanfield pinch hit for by Josh Pearson. So Curiel handles it out in center, and quickly 1 pitch and 1 out. We kind of got an official notice, and I say that sort of. Bill Franquez, long time and one of the best, if not the best, PA announcers in all of college baseball.
Sure.
Just announced that should this game end prior to 10:34 Central Time, they will play a second game tonight between Rhode Island and DBU. We told you, Doug mentioned that DBU was over at the U-High Field as that first pitch to Seguin, a called strike from Ianson, and it's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and a bouncer foul, third base side, makes it 0-2. Both teams, DBU and Rhode Island, have spent time on the U-High Field warming up. So if this game, LSU and Arkansas Little Rock, ends before 10:34, they will play the second game tonight. And I got to believe both DBU and Rhode Island hoping for no more runs and no more hits for either team.
I was going to say, it's going to be close.
It's going to be real close.
Super close.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Seguin with 1 out here in the top of the 8th. And he'll swing, foul it into the screen right side. Keep it 1 ball, 2 strikes. Seguin tonight at the top of the order. Shortstop 0 for 3, all 3 by strikeout. 3 of Ianson's 7 tonight. 2 swinging, 1 looking. Ianson ahead in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Another foul ball down the first base line as it appears Seguin trying to lay back.
How many
Second foul ball
times
to the
does
right
Jay
side.
Johnson go to the bullpen here in the next inning and a third? That's the question. Because there's double barrel action right now with Maverick Rizzi.
The 1-2 lifted in the air, shallow left field. Milam on the run near the line, and he'll make the play. Again, how about the range of Milam tonight? Roaming.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, we got a second, Chris. I'll give you a scoreboard update presented by Republic Finance. Just a few games that are underway at the moment. How about this? Top of the 8th in Oxford, the Ole Miss Regional. Murray State and Ole Miss tied up at 6 apiece. Bottom of the 6th in Auburn. Auburn leading Central Connecticut 9-4. Oklahoma blanking Nebraska 4-0 in the Chapel Hill Regional. And Mississippi State leading Northeastern 7-2 in the bottom of the 6th in the Tallahassee Regional.
Jay Johnson out there, and that'll be all for Anthony Ianson. Gets a nice embrace from his head coach. Gets a nice hand from the crowd here. Another solid night on the mound for Ianson. Again, with 2 gone here in the top of the 8th, the Tigers make a pitching change powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer. here in the state of Louisiana. Looks like DJ Primo, the left-hander, going to be called upon. He'll take over on the mound. Tigers leading 7-0. We'll return to the box after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
At Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, we know that every great game starts with a perfect field. Our equipment, whether it's a mower or a tractor, we can ensure your grass is always game day ready, so you can focus on making memories. Because at the end of the day, it's more than just a game. It's about the community, the joy, and the LSU traditions. Visit sunequip.com to get the best starting lineup of John Deere equipment. Sunshine is a proud sponsor of LSU Athletics.
People's Health has a new Medicare plan designed for people with diabetes, chronic heart failure, or cardiovascular disorders. It features a monthly over-the-counter allowance, lower costs for a number of prescriptions, and lower specialist copays than non-special needs plans from People's Health. To learn more about a chronic special needs plan, call 1-844-663-2133. Plans are insured through United Healthcare Insurance Company or one of its affiliated companies, a Medicare Advantage organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in the plan depends on the plan's contract renewal with Medicare.
Hey, LSU fans, you're invited to Louisiana's largest casino resort, Coshada. Coshada Casino Resort has the largest and most spacious gaming floor in the Lake Charles area, with thousands of the newest slots, over 55 table games, live bingo and off-track betting, plus 3 beautiful hotels, delicious Cajun cuisine, and the #1 rated golf course in Louisiana. Coshada Casino Resort is proud to support LSU. Go Tigers!
Action continues in the Baton Rouge Regional on the road to Omaha for LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
DJ Primo, the left-hander, going to take over on the mound for LSU with the Tigers leading 7-0 here. 2 outs in the top of the 8th inning. Nobody aboard for Little Rock. Tonight, the Trojans scoreless on 5 hits, 1 error in the field. The Tigers 7 runs on 11 Bingo Pest Product base hits, including 2 home runs from Daniel Dickinson, who now has 12 on the season. Had a solo shot back in the 5th inning. 2-run blast there in the 6th. The Tigers with a run in the 1st, run in the 2nd, 1 more in that 5th, 3 crooked number in the bottom of the 6th, and then 1 more in the bottom of the 7th inning. Primo ready to go. Zach Henry at the plate. First pitch to the left-hander. Primo down the middle for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Gave you a bunch of the scoreboard update for the SEC teams. Do want to mention one out of the SEC, the Hattiesburg Regional. How about this, boys? Bottom of the 8th in Hattiesburg. Columbia, the Ivy League champs, are leading #1 seed Southern Miss 8-3.
Whoa! Foul ball off the bat of Henry right towards the railing for the Trojans. Luckily, it appears everybody unscathed, but there were a lot scampering out of the way.
Got to be careful with those Ivy League guys. They're going to figure out a way.
Yeah, you don't want to get in a thinking game with them for sure. I promise.
Nobody on, 2 outs. Primo's 0-2 pitch to Henry. Foul back into the screen. Still 0-2. Again with the delay tonight. This game starting at 7:36. Everybody for DBU and Rhode Island keeping an eye on that clock.
Oh, man, everybody. For LSU, everyone's looking at that clock.
Here's the 0-2 from Primo. Ground ball towards Milan. Glove side handle. Throw to first in time for out number 3. Makes it look easy, and it's not. So the Trojans go quietly again in the top of the 8th inning. LSU leading 7-0. Barring a pinch hitter, we'll see the meat of the order presented by 44 Farms. Dickinson, Brown, and Fry due up for LSU in the bottom of the 8th when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
And here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Score big with MMR. Join the team at the largest privately owned open shop electrical and instrumentation contractor in the nation, headquartered right here in Baton Rouge. MMR is committed to positioning each team member for success. Whether you're a student seeking an internship, just starting your career, or already a seasoned professional, MMR offers a variety of positions just for you. Get in the game at MMR, where your future is bright. Kick off your career at mmrgrp.com/careers. MMR, a proud partner of LSU Athletics.
Baton Rouge isn't just the capital of Louisiana, it's the capital of college baseball. The fans, the players, the entire atmosphere. When it comes to baseball season, there's no better place than Baton Rouge. And the fun extends beyond the box, with plenty to do off campus. Explore some of Baton Rouge's best fights, visit our incredible museums, and enjoy the sweet sounds of swamp blues, born right here in Louisiana's capital city. Check out visitbatonrouge.com for more things to do on your next trip.
The powerhouse plays here. LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the road to Omaha from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tigers up 7-0 here on a late Friday night. First game of the Baton Rouge Regional. Leading over Arkansas-Little Rock. Tigers come to the plate. Daniel Dickinson will lead it off. Daniel with a heck of a night. He's 2 for 4. Both of those home runs, solo shot, and a 2-run blast. He's got 12 on the year. Josh Beasley continues in relief for the Trojans. The right-hander, sidewinding right-hander. Comes set, and the first pitch to Daniel. Called strike at the letters, and it's 0-1. Fans Capital One offering checking and savings accounts. No fees or minimums. Capital One. What's in your wallet? The 0-1 pitch. Whoa. Hit the mascot, or at least the LED sign, way outside. 1-1 the count. Beasley will try to reset the 1-1 pitch. Dickinson sends it high in the air to center field. Going back is Henry, and with maybe the back heel on the track makes the play, but Dickinson gave it a ride for a loud out number 1 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Again, a lot will hinge on when this game finishes up tonight, as we told you, with the late start. Possibility 3 games tomorrow in the regional. They're trying their best to work in both games tonight, as we told you last inning. 10:34 if this game ends. We will have a second game of baseball between DBU and Rhode Island here at the box tonight. Here's Jake Brown. First pitch, outside corner called strike. 0-1 to Brown. Brown batting cleanup tonight. Also 2 for 4. A single with an RBI in the first. Had a double back in the 5th inning. Also reached on an error by beating out the throw last time in the 6th inning. This one swung on. Strong to center field. Going back is Henry again. On the track, just shy of the wall, will have it for out number 2. Another loud out for the Tigers here in the bottom of the 8th. 2 gone.
I'll tell you what, if the flags look a little different, rather than blowing toward us, that might be 2 home runs or at least 1 off the wall. Both of those balls hit pretty good.
102 off the bat from Brown. And with 2 down, we'll see Ethan Fry. Fry looking for his first hit of the night. He did reach base on a walk way back in the 1st inning. Fly ball, ground ball, and a strikeout since then. Beasley's first delivery. Called strike at the knees, and it's 0-1.
That's 3 first pitch strikes here in the start off the 8th inning. Pretty good from Beasley.
Here's the 0-1. Fry swings, fouls it back. And he falls behind in the count, 0-2. And we can't encourage it enough to follow LSU on social media, LSU Baseball. And we'll certainly let you know what the schedule will be, whether or not the Tigers, or rather DBU and Rhode Island play tonight, or whether there's 3 games tomorrow, which will change some of the original start times on the bracket. And there's a called strike 3. Late reaction by our home plate umpire, but Fry down on strikes for a second time, this time looking. And a quick inning for the Tigers here in the bottom of the 8th inning. A couple of loud fly ball outs and a strikeout. We head to the top of the 9th. Still 7-0 LSU leading. Arkansas Little Rock will have 3, 4, and 5 due up when we continue after this. Tigers have a new pitcher coming in. We'll tell you all about him when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Louisiana game night just got interesting. Play Monopoly Scratch-Off from the lottery. Win up to $15,000. Choose your words carefully. Play Scrabble Scratch-Off. Top prize $50,000.
Just a reminder that we'll go top of the 9th break after this. Do a quick recap, and then we'll get into the 10th inning show.
Top prize is a whopping $100,000. All 3 games are available with Fast Play. Must be at least 21 to purchase. Clue, Monopoly, and Scrabble are trademarks of Hasbro.
It's 4 in the morning when the roaches are on. You need the Bingo roach spray.
Get ready for a bug-free Louisiana summer with Bingo Pest Control products. Our best-in-class indoor and outdoor solutions are powerful enough to eliminate those never-ending bugs, guaranteed. Visit bingo.com or call 833-GO-BINGO. Bingo keeps pests gone.
If you're tired of trying, you should be buying the famous Bingo roach spray.
Hey, LSU fans, you're invited to Louisiana's largest casino resort, Coshada. Coshada Casino Resort has the largest and most spacious gaming floor in the Lake Charles area, with thousands of the newest slots, over 55 table games, live bingo and off-track betting, plus 3 beautiful hotels, delicious Cajun cuisine, and the #1 rated golf course in Louisiana. Coshada Casino Resort is proud to support LSU. Go Tigers!
Hear the Fighting Tigers roar. On the road to Omaha, Baton Rouge regional coverage continues from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Top of the 9th inning here in Game 1 of a delayed regional due to weather earlier this afternoon, again scheduled for 2 and 6 p.m. Game 1, LSU and Arkansas Little Rock, delayed until a 7:36 first pitch. And now, approximately 10:16 p.m. Central Time, DBU and Rhode Island. Hoping LSU can make quick work of Little Rock here in the top of the 9th. We were told if this game ends prior to 10:34 Central Time, they will play Game 2 tonight to try to keep at least the game schedules on schedule and avoid having to play 3 games tomorrow, forcing every team but the winner of Game 1 to play 2. And again, 10:16, roughly, probably will be about 10:17 when Chase Shores delivers the first pitch.
17 minutes.
Shores.
But he said in the proximity of 10:34, actually.
Shores taking over, another pitching change for the Tigers. After DJ Primo called upon with 2 outs. There in the 8th, comes in, gets the job done. Now Shores' first delivery to Ryan Geck, misses for ball 1. Second delivery at 98 is there for a strike, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike now to Ryan Geck, who is 1 for 3. Had a base hit back in the 6th inning. Pitch to the right-hander, the 1-1. He went around, couldn't hold back on a breaking ball that dropped away. Now it's 1-2 to Ryan Geck.
Yeah, I think they're going to get it in because he didn't say 10:34 on the nose. He said somewhere around that time. They got to start before around 10:58. Yeah, that's it.
Swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Ryan Geck. Chase Short, or rather Maverick Rizzi, I should say. Maverick Rizzi.
Yeah,
on the mound.
Rizzi making his 22nd appearance of the year, has a 5.32 ERA, 22 innings worked, giving up 20 hits, 13 runs, 18 walks, and 26 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting 241 off of Rizzi on the year.
My apologies to Maverick.
Well, that's an easy one, though.
We knew you were going to get it right.
They both throw 100. They're both 6'10".
There ain't no doubt. It's an easy. The hair looks the same.
Very similar.
Ty Rhodes stands in. First pitch from Rizzi at 99 gets by him. Again, it's been a long day here at the box.
It has, Chris.
So pardon me.
Got here about noon today, 11:30, something like that.
Nobody on. And a 7-0 LSU lead. Rizzi's 0-1 pitch. Missed outside, again at 98 on the gun. Makes the count 1 ball and 1 strike. Rhodes 2 for 3 at the plate tonight, a couple of singles. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss at 98. And now Rizzi works ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I know it's late, but I can't see the baseball.
No, neither can Ty Rhodes very good either. That thing is moving right now. Rivvy's got some life on his fastball.
The 1-2 pitch.
Woo, good night.
Swing and a miss at 98.2 on the gun.
That was literally in the
Yeah,
mid.
I'm going to go ahead on a limb and say Arkansas Little Rock has not seen 98, 99 most of the year.
Back-to-back punch-outs, Rizzi.
Wow.
2 down and 1 to go for the Fighting Tigers of LSU here in Game 1 of the Baton Rouge Regional. It will be Cade Martin, who again has had a phenomenal freshman season, batting .309. First pitch, a strike. Martin tried to hold back, but a pretty good offering on the outer portion of the plate by Maverick. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball, high chop, but handled by Braswell. He'll pump once, throw to first. Nice stretch by Jones on a pitch up in front of the bag, but the Tigers get the win. 7-0 shutout to start regional play. All in the books. Final score, LSU 7, Arkansas Little Rock nothing. The Tigers now 4-0 all time against the Trojans on the baseball diamond. So with the game ending around 10:20 Central Time, we should have game number 2 coming up with first pitch prior to 11 o'clock between DBU and Rhode Island. But for Tiger fans who waited the afternoon and evening hours, go home happy with the Tigers getting a leg up early in regional play with a 7-0 win over Arkansas Little Rock tonight. The Tigers, with the win, move to 44-14 on the season. Little Rock falls to 24-33. Trojans head into the losers bracket, LSU in the winners bracket, starting off the weekend. Final score once again, LSU 7, Arkansas Little Rock nothing on the LSU Sports Radio Network.